Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly I shall be your friendly Iron Marshal today. Because you see, today we are carrying on with part 2 of our Road to Iron Gods, the road to our annual gaming marathon. We will be playing today Savage Worlds Pathfinder. So Pathfinder for Savage Worlds, or Savage Pathfinder as we call it. We are playing through, or at least playing in, the signature setting. Of Numeria, the Pathfinder nation of science and sorcery. And with me today are the stars of the Road to Iron Gods. And I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level. Oh, not what level. Who you're playing. There's no levels. There's no levels, Madison. First up, we've got Carl.
Hello, I'm Carl, and I'm playing Kate Firemain. She is a dwarven magus. And I guess we do have levels because we're all novice, right? So
That's right, yeah. So what tier are you right now? Yeah.
Tier. Yeah, we're novice characters. So she's a magus. It's a custom, like armor wearing magic user that Kevin adapted.
Nice. And next up is Mo.
Hi, I'm Morris. I'm playing Clockwork, who is a Yoski, a Ratfolk monk, of dubious morals.
So Mo, I think it's actually Yasaki. Because the O comes after the S.
Yasaki.
Yasaki, yeah.
Oh.
And so what tier are you? You're novice tier as well?
We're novice as well,
Yep.
though I did increase my advance. We did have one advance, so he's now more punchy.
Nice, very nice. And last but certainly not least is Sean.
Hello, I'm playing Ambrosius Apparatum, an android and devout follower of the goddess of Bree, who is, it's the, would they call it cult or religion, you think, Kevin? Is it a cult? Or?
There is a priesthood and a sort of structure to it. Bree is not one of the more popular, or at least more well-known gods in Golarion, in the setting. But I mean, yeah, it would cult or priest is equally, or a priesthood is equally accurate.
Yeah. So it's a cult of invention, of mechanics, which makes sense. He reads human emotion poorly, so it makes for interesting interactions as he tries to spread the good word of the goddess of Bree. He's curious, he's devout. And he's supportive. He's also novice.
Yep. Nice. All right. So we last left you guys in a bit of a sticky wicket here. So let me... I've actually... I brought in... Here we go. An image for background to give you guys a sense of what traveling across Numeria actually looks like. The wide open spaces and the... what do you call it? The... scrub terrain. So, where we left our heroes was in a fight with 3 vicious trolls, and unfortunately 2 of your allies are nowhere to be found at present. So, I've just positioned your tokens in relation to whichever ones you're engaged with. So you guys should have, just to quickly adjust your... Does anyone have luck as
I
a...
do.
Oh, you do? Okay, great. So then that means you'll be starting with 4 bennies. Clockwork, you're going to have 3 bennies. 3 bennies. And Kate's got 3 again now, too. All right. So, Kate, however, has been restored. The last thing that happened in this fight, I think, was that Kate was restored to her full health. She's still suffering from a bit of fatigue, but she is, ready to scrap. And I think, let's see here. I think you have like 4 rounds left. Yeah, 4 rounds left of Smite. Great. All right, so guys, let's jump in. So we're going to draw cards for everybody. Let's go the order I've got you guys here. So Kate, 3 of diamonds, Ambrosius, 7 of diamonds, clockwork, 9 of hearts, and the fucking king again. Anybody want to spend bennies to draw new action cards?
Nope.
Not yet.
Kate, what about you? You really can't get much worse than a 3.
Right, but I have like a 4 in 52 chance of getting it.
Right.
Or maybe 6 in 52, right? So it's fine.
Okay.
I saved my bennies for soaking.
Yeah.
Not a bad plan. All right, so the trolls will be up first then. So one of them is now turns around, having that half-orc paladin seemingly not drawing his attention anymore. He turns to you, Clockwork, and he brings that brutal-looking club up. What is your parry?
6.
6. Okay. All right. Well, here, fingers crossed. So now hold on. Your size actually.
So -1. So
Your size is a -1, but it
smaller
does.
in Pathfinder terms.
Hold on, Mo, please. You're -1, so it doesn't necessarily automatically translate to a scale modifier. Because in Savage Worlds, the size doesn't necessarily mean the specific number that you're going to be adding or subtracting. So what it does, though, so they're not big enough, and you're not small enough for it to make a difference. I was wondering if they're going to take a penalty to hit you because you're so small, but no. All right, so here we go. So this club comes up, club comes down. Oh, it's a 5, a narrow miss. You easily deke and duck out of the way. You scramble through its legs. Hey, where you going? Kate, your parry is a 5? Is that right, or is it a... Yep, okay, I see the thumbs up. All right, so... brings that hammer up, and then down. A 2! A 2 is a miss.
Nice.
Then the troll looks over. He sees that the glow subside from where you were activating your power, Ambrosius. And he looks at you and says, "Hey, no fair!" And he scoops up something, like a chunk of scrap metal, something like half the size of an engine block. And he's going to hurl that at you.
Trouble.
Yep. So here we go. So this is a range attack. You don't have any things that give penalties for range attacks, right?
I do not.
Okay, so I need a 4 to hit you with this. I'm going to give -2 to it because it's an improvised weapon.
Okay.
So here we go. So I need a 6 to hit you. I rolled a 1, so it is a miss.
The GM's cold.
Throws. Yeah, the dice are not hot tonight. After decimating... Oh, you know what? There's 2 of them that are actually shaken. Hold on. I needed to see if I could recover from shaken first. Cheating bastard. All right, so that one that was fighting Clockwork did actually recover. And the one that was fighting you did recover as well. So, alrighty.
Ambrosius ducks out of the way of the engine,
Yep.
partial engine block. Oh, hello.
This is not how I want to get scrapped.
Right.
All right, next up is Clockwork. What are you doing, Clockwork?
He's going to effectively try and give him a roundhouse kick.
Okay.
With, weapons.
Okay, so parry is a 6. Let's go ahead and make a fighting check. Oh, actually, yeah, you can... Oh, yeah, perfect. Yes, so that is a hit with a raise. Go ahead and roll damage.
Actually, I think with because he's a martial artist, I think he does... Let me see if it's coded. It should be.
Okay.
It should be a D10, I think, on...
It is, yeah. That is, I've already set that up for you. Okay, now you also get, because of your stunning fist ability, can you click on that? It should be in under your abilities, under the, abilities tab.
Oh, yeah.
Can you click on that? I just want to see what that does. All right. So you can make him distracted, which means he takes -2 to all his actions, or you can make him vulnerable, which will give you a +2 to his actions.
I think distracted.
Distracted? Okay. So let's do... what am I going to do for distracted? I'll do that for distracted. Okay, so... Unfortunately, the you can spend a Benny to reroll your damage if you like, because that's not great. What do you think?
Okay, yeah, let's try that.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot better. Holy smokes. So
Yep.
20 is enough to do, let's see here, 20 versus 10. 1, 2, 2. So it's a shaken and 1 wound. Nice. All right. So, yeah, what does it look like as you leap up and hammer this thing in the jaw or the, vital bits?
Yeah, I'd imagine he sort of leaps up and then does a twist and like kicks him with his foot in the face, and then sort of spins around and lands.
Nice. And on the way down, you hit kind of a two pressure points on him, and he's going to be distracted for this round. Next up is Ambrosius.
Is our PowerPoints, are they the same as we left off, Kevin?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And I look around. How are my comrades looking as far as do they seem fairly hale?
Neither of them seems injured, but Kate is still looking a little. She's looked a little tired ever since the first day of travel.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Ambrosius is going to. Oh, and range. So I'm looking at the range of. I'm interested in casting protection.
Okay.
My range is smarts, so I believe it's my die in inches. So it's
inches is 2 yards.
So 16 yards.
Yeah. Either of your allies will be within that.
Okay, great. So I'm casting it on. I think I'm going to cast it on all of us.
Nice. Okay.
So go ahead.
I was saying then you're casting, making your spellcasting roll. If you're spending the full PowerPoints cost, then you're taking no modifier to it, and you're just rolling and seeing if it goes off.
So it's PowerPoint. It's one base, and then additional recipients is 1 per additional recipient.
Yep. So it'll cost you 3.
Okay. All right. I'll reduce my points now and rolling.
Here we go. So faith, actually, we click on the ability. Yeah, it should make the roll for you. 11. Awesome. You got up with a raise. So that means that they get +4 armor.
There we go.
Everyone's toughness is up by 4. So what does it look like as you call on Bry's power? And
he reaches up with his holy symbol, of course. Yep. And down comes a little bit of a a little bit of electrical impulse.
Yep.
From the skies, and then shoots out. To everyone, kind of tingles with sort of almost an electrode type look.
Nice. I love it.
Around their outlines.
Love it. All right. So I don't know. What do you want to do here, guys? Let's put maybe a reminder is here. Purple is protection.
Sounds good.
So you got 4 extra armor on your toughness now. All right. Speaking of tough, it is if that's all for you, Ambrosius, it is Kate's turn.
That's all for me.
Kate, what are you doing? She's chewing.
I have to unmute.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So Kate is going to try to smack at this guy.
Okay. Does she want to take advantage of any of the tactics like Wild Strike or anything like that?
That gives a bonus, right? +2.
Wild Strike gives +2 to hit, +2 to damage, but it makes you vulnerable until the start of next turn. So they would have +2 to hit you.
No, she's going to stay.
Okay.
She's been hit pretty hard.
Yep.
I mean, she has a +2 to damage right now.
Yes. Yep.
For the smite. All right. Oops.
Nice. All right. So that is a hit. It's not a raise, but it is a hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Come on.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
12 damage.
12.
All right.
And, I don't. It says you can choose your FX, and since your name is Fire Main, we decided.
Absolutely.
Fire
No, so this is
time.
definitely fire. Yep.
I'm not trying to. I mean, I don't know if would we know that. I mean, I know the troll remarked something about the fire last time. Would we put that together?
I think they're common enough enemies of dwarves to know that. And like the reason I'm leaving it open right now is because just in future, what you guys can do is spend 1 extra power point to change it. So like if you need to if you're going to do smite with an electrical, thing, if you're fighting, whatever. That's just and and it allows you for these types of things because
I noticed the spell book is a lot smaller in the Savage Worlds edition.
Definitely than D&D. Oh, for sure, or Pathfinder.
Because you can do that kind of modular.
Exactly,
approach,
it leaves
like a modular approach.
Yeah, and because also there are more parts in the default Savage Worlds or Savage Pathfinder. There's so many more parts to the game than there are, there's social rules, there's travel rules, there's downtime rules and whatnot, and you can use magic and all of those things. So, all right. So, are we missing any other?
It's 12 points of damage to the guy. Does it work? I mean,
yeah, it does. Yep, and he is shaken. It is. I'm just trying to see if we've got any other modifiers. If you had 2 more points of damage, it would have been a wound. Yeah, that's okay, but it does seem to. I think he pulls himself back just enough so you graze his belly. And you can see the sort of look of terror in his eyes as he realizes that you're wielding fire against him.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it for our turn, guys. So then let's go once again here. Kate, fucking, I'm dealing you dirty here. Ambrosius, a 5. Clockwork, a 4. Come on.
My goodness, Kevin.
And I know, Jesus.
I'm gonna use a Benny to.
Okay. There you go.
Nice.
That's first. Yep. 10 of spades. Anyone else want to spend a Benny?
Yep, please.
Okay. There you go. 2. Now, Mo, you've already spent how many? 2 bennies, haven't you now?
Yep.
So make sure you're
hang on, let me
track on your token, please. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So 4 is still the better. Ambrosius, you want to spend a Benny?
I'm holding off. We'll see.
All right. Okay. So then first up will be Kate Firemain.
Yeah. So I do yell out this time. Use fire. They don't like fire. So,
Okay.
Now that I see that flinch and he's shaken, does that give a modifier to hit or not? Not at all, right?
It does not. No, not for shaken.
I'm gonna try to press the attack, and I'll use that wild attack.
Okay. Yeah.
So +2.
Go ahead.
So that'll be a +4 damage this round.
But that'll be +2 to hit and +4 damage. Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna reroll. Use a Benny.
Yep, Benny, you got it.
Come on.
Come on. Hit. All right.
Nope.
So that is very close, but not quite enough. He still is sort of staggering back. Did that calculate properly? 4. +2. +1. Oh, -1. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I barely missed. Yeah, because that fatigue.
Yeah, I was so close. Jeez. All right. Then next up is the trolls. So the one facing you, Kate. Let's see if it can recover from that fire. It does. And the one. The other one's just distracted. It's not shaken. Oh, it is shaken. It is shaken as well. And I did not recover.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice
so
one.
that one is still from Clockwork's hit. All right, so then the one facing you, Kate, it has...
Yeah, I did actually went in and changed... It's easy to go in and change... These character sheets are really good, whoever designed them.
Yep.
Yeah, I just went in and changed my toughness temporarily, and I'll take it off when it's done.
Oh, yeah.
So I have it on the sheet.
You got it. Yep. Okay, and fuck, I rolled a nat 1 trying to hit you.
Okay. Too bad they're not wild cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the one that one was shaken, and then the other one yells out, "Fire! Fire!" And it's going to run in on Kate, I guess.
Okay.
Yes. And I did hit this time. What is your toughness currently?
12.
12. Awesome. All right. So 9. And plus 2. I rolled an 11. So it hammers into you. But with a combination of your dwarven armor, your just general hardiness, and the enchantments from Ambrosius, it just skips off of your armor, and you are ready to return the favor.
Maybe sparks fly since it's like we've had the effects of the...
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
All right. Then it is Ambrosius. What are you doing?
Ambrosius is going to get a stone in her sling in his sling,
Okay.
and going to let fly at which one looks more having more trouble. This one.
That one does, yeah.
That one's shaken. Yeah.
That one is definitely woozy and whatnot. But you've seen that one take a sling through the eye and then get up.
That's
Yeah.
troubling.
We need to use fire to keep them down. Maybe.
I have no, unfortunately, any access to fire. I'm gonna sling. I'm gonna fire the sling.
So one of the things, I don't know, I can't remember what your abilities are, Ambrosius, but just as a reminder for the system, what are your powers here?
I don't really have any
Protection,
offense.
locate. Oh yeah, boost lower trait.
Boost lower traits as close as I get.
Yeah.
I'm supporting, Kevin. I'm a supportive guy. Oh, you know what I do have? Okay, let's give it a shot. Ambrosius is going to grab for a vial of holy water.
So you would know that holy water is often only effective against like
Evil?
undead, demons, things like that.
Because this says undead and certain evil, so this wouldn't trigger my evil.
Yeah, you would know. Like you would know that it's like supernatural evil things.
Okay,
Not that.
Not that.
The sort of signature thing in like classic D&D is that it's like holy water is effective against demons, devils, and undead.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to sling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sling that thing. Which one
That's
you
what
want?
I got.
Now there's two on. So Kate is currently outmanned. So
Okay. Got it. Yes. Then for sure.
May I make another suggestion?
Please.
So remember that one of the neat things you can do in Savage Worlds 2 is like things like, throwing dust in the eye or like trying to distract him with flashes or shit like that. That stuff is just modeled as tests. And on a successful test, you make them either distracted or vulnerable. On a raise, you make them shaken.
I'm in. That sounds good.
Yeah, so like if you wanted to do something like playing off of what, say Kate did, you could, for instance, do 2 tests, right? Take -2 to your rolls, use spellcasting to use a cantrip, and those sparks that Carl described, flare up and try and cause a distraction for those 2 trolls.
I like it. Yeah, I'd seen that cantrips. I wasn't sure how I would use it, so that sounds good.
Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're taking the -2 because it's a multi-action penalty. Mm-hmm. But go ahead and give us a faith roll against, and then it'll be contested against their...
They'll put -2 in the miscellaneous trait modifiers, right?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see here.
Ooh, that's a good
9!
sign. There
That's
we go.
fantastic. Let me see. I think it's their spirit. I'm going to roll their spirit. Because I'll look it up afterwards. So for the first one, against that one, you got a raise. I rolled a 1. So
Nice.
one of them is shaken by this.
There we go.
More fire! More fire! And go ahead for your second roll.
Bree is pissed. No, more faith?
Same thing. Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. -2.
Come on. Oh, and I'll roll his. I got a 1 again.
Well, I got a 0.
You got a 0, so yeah. But it did, it totally worked against one. I think the other one has been more leery of the fire and got its hand up in time.
I'll take that.
Yeah, yep. So do you understand mechanically how sort of that worked then?
A cantrip off my spells to kind of use it as a flash point.
Yeah.
And in this case, they're thinking fire.
Yeah. So like the test is sort of like the all-purpose way of like a bardic kind of distraction, or if you want to feint in combat, or if you want to anything that could potentially either give you an advantage over them or give them a disadvantage against you or one of the foes. That's what it does. So
pitch it to the GM and let it fly.
Exactly. Yeah, it's something I like. Like if you're in a position like your character's in, where you're like, well, I'm not sure I've got a lot to do. I can still do something cool if I can come up with a great narration.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay. So then, first off, I guess, do you want to spend a Benny to re-roll that faith roll?
Ooh, I do. I think this is the time.
Go ahead.
All right, re-roll.
And I only rolled a 1.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
Oh, I got a 3.
3. All right, so you did, you got a success. You beat him, so that means is he distracted or vulnerable? Vulnerable is +2 to be hit. Distracted is +2 to his actions.
I'm going to defend Kate rather than the other way around. So that the vulnerable, which one is that? That's the
Vulnerable would give Kate a bonus to hit him. Kate's been having trouble connecting, so there's an argument to be made for that as well. Though,
well, I guess she's already got the protection, so let's go with that one. Let's go with the offense.
Okay, so let's see here. We were doing so vulnerable. I don't know. Let's use, I guess, this death zone. All right. Then, last but certainly not least, is Clockwork.
Right. Unfortunately, he's no longer vulnerable because he went first. So I don't get. I'm going to try and kick him again, I think.
Go ahead.
Though I am a bit worried that Kate seems to be having difficulty. So.
Well, I think you didn't make him vulnerable. You made him distracted.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's till his next turn. So.
Yeah. So, Clockwork, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm hitting him.
Please do. Okay, yes, that is a hit with a raise. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
So, again, Stunning Fist triggers. So, that is a total of 13. So, you do get a second wound on him, which is pretty good. This Toughen 2 is getting there, and he's shaken again. And then you also get to choose. Do you want him distracted, or do you want him vulnerable?
Vulnerable, I think, this time.
Okay, so you'll get a +2 to hit then. All right, so we'll make...
Yeah, assuming that I get a better card.
Yes.
Why I tried to get another card, so that the effect would still be there when it was round to me again.
All right, so in case Roll20 knows what's going on here, I'm going to go in the reverse order from last time. So, trolls are acting... Oh, fuck me.
Ooh. Do we get a Benny, or is it just them?
No, the trolls get +2 to all their actions this turn. Clockwork.
Ouch. That's a big one there.
Oops.
Do you get bennies too, don't you?
I do get bennies, yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Queen.
big one.
All right.
Yeah. You know.
Anyone want to spend bennies to get...
Well, we can't beat a Joker, right? So that would be...
You could get a Joker as well.
That's true. Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but that's a 1 in 50-something.
There's one left.
All right, so we're going to go... They'll go first. So I got +2... I got 2 to check for shaken, so the 1... I actually didn't unshake, I rolled a 1. The other one, I did unshake, so the one facing Clockwork is unshaken. Which means there's only 2 trolls that are acting. The one troll is distracted, so he's got... he is vulnerable. So he's got +2 to hit Kate. I only rolled a 4.
That misses, actually.
That misses, yeah. So, brings you down, but that after effect of the shower of sparks is still too bright. And against Clockwork, your parry is what, a 5 or a 6?
6 parry.
Okay, I hit you with an 8, so I got you, but not with a raise.
Is the 6 include the protection, Mo?
Protection is only to your toughness, not your
armor.
parry.
To armor.
Yeah, deflection is the one that gives you a penalty to be hit.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then this thing manages to tag you, Clockwork. Your toughness is a 6. However, I only rolled a 10. So I hit you, you are shaken, and you have 1 wound. You can spend a Benny to soak that if you like. What do you think?
No, I will just take that, I think. I've only got 1 left.
Okay, so you are shaken, and just mark 1 wound down on yourself. So he manages to connect with Clockwork. Clockwork, go ahead and roll to unshake. Oh no, first up is Kate now.
Yeah. So 1 shaken and 1... This one's vulnerable, right?
That one's right, yeah, +2 to hit.
Yeah, I'll go after that one.
Please do.
All right. So I'm going to still attack, with wild attack.
Yep, so +4 to hit then.
Okay, +4 now.
Come on.
There we go.
Yes! Hit with a raise. Go ahead and roll damage. And this is +2
+2
to damage.
Yeah.
Yes!
Wow.
Holy
17.
smokes.
Oh, 17, so 19. I didn't add the 2. So
Didn't add the 2 in. Okay, so 19 damage. And your maul is, I think... Is your maul armor piercing? I thought it has an AP2.
Oh, does it?
I think so. That's one of the badass things. It's big and slow, but it's...
Oh, I have the book.
Yeah, AP2.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So maybe you can just add that. If you add it onto the weapon stats there, it'll show up in when you do damage.
Okay.
And the reason that's important is that these things, part of their armor comes from armor. So that was a 19. One.
Oh, it says there on there.
Oh, does it? I don't know why it's not displaying them. Oh, maybe you roll damage. Because you rolled a second attack. That's why.
Shoot.
Yeah, yeah. That's okay. Roll damage. And this will add +2 to this.
Okay, well, I can add 2
Yep.
to there.
Okay. Go. All right, so that's 13 points of damage
13.
with AP2.
Respectable.
Okay. You taking that or you're re-rolling?
That's pretty good.
I rolled a 2 and a 7 and a 2. I'm going to use a Benny to re-roll.
Sounds good.
I mean, right, because it takes the better of the 2, I guess.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you get to choose which one.
Oh, good point.
And there's no fumble in rolling damage. Okay. 13.
That's a little better.
Oh, that's 15. 15 then. Yeah,
15, yeah.
All right, so then that is... You hammer this thing, and because it's shaken, it actually has 2 wounds on it now. And one thing you notice, the wound that this other one suffered has begun to stitch up.
Yep.
This, however, it hits it, and it staggers back and looks really, really concerned. It is also shaken again.
Run, troll, run!
Then it is clockwork. So would you roll to unshake, please?
Okay, I guess I'll stay there. They're both shaken.
So that is my
Yeah, you could move if you want, Kate. You can move. away
Yeah,
from-
maybe I could, since they're both shaken, maybe I'll fall back to the group,
Sure.
so then we don't get ganged up on.
Yeah. Okay.
so. What is it? To
They're both
unshake?
shaken.
There's a button on there called unshake.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It's okay.
I have one more round of my fire,
Okay.
but I have like bolt also, so...
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh. Do you want to spend a Benny to re-roll that?
Yeah, I think I will use my last one.
Okay, so again, your choice is you can spend a Benny and become unshaken, but that's the end of your turn, or you can spend a Benny, re-roll, and then maybe take a turn. What would you prefer, Poe?
The second one.
Definitely. Go ahead, re-roll.
End
Love
it and try and,
Yep.
and do my turn.
Click on unshake again. Oh, fuck.
Jeez.
Shit. So you can tell Clockwork that this little rat guy really had the stuffing kicked out of him with that hit. You know what? Hold on. What did I roll for damage? Did I include when you gave me your toughness, Mo? Did it include the protection spell?
Yeah, but you got a 10, and 6 plus 4 is 10.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, never mind.
you did it.
Yeah. Oh, in which case then you wouldn't have suffered a wound though.
There you go.
Yeah, you wouldn't have suffered a wound. You don't have a wound.
Oh, right.
You're just shaken.
The blessings of Bree upon you.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
And speaking of Bryce Holy, Ambrosius, you're up next.
All right, I am. So
But I
how
still
am I?
failed anyway.
These guys are no longer in melee.
Yes.
How are my comrades looking as far as?
Clockwork's definitely had his bell rung, but he's not. He's sort of staggering to trying to recover, but he doesn't appear to be injured.
Okay.
Kate's looking same. I mean, she just kicked the shit out of one troll and has given some distance.
I think I'm going to do the same thing I did before.
Carl, what you were calling for was Alchemist Fire. Is that right?
No, I just said fire. I just said use fire.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know if people have I don't know if people have Alchemist Fire. I think one of the other characters might have.
Yeah, I do. If I'd have been
Oh.
stunned, I'd have tried to throw it at the out of combat ones, but
Yeah.
that's why I burned the Benny.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Then it is. So Ambrosius, I'm sorry. What are you doing this turn?
I think I might do the same thing I did last time. I think that's probably going to be the most bang for the buck. So
Okay.
I'm going to once again.
So actually,
I hear.
tests can't be the same thing back to back. You need to do something.
okay.
Yeah. You can
Gotcha.
go back to that once you have Once you have
Done
tried
something
something
else.
different, it's just that you can't. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what are you thinking?
I think I'll sling. I'm going to try it. I'll whip up a stone and let fly against.
So the one that is unshaken is the one that's fighting Clockwork right now.
Gotcha.
He appears to be injured by Clockwork's, Clockwork's attacks, but still is. You can see them those wounds stitching up. There's
a risk, right? He's in melee, so there is some risk of hitting my comrade.
There is that too. The other two are completely wide open.
I think just intrinsically I would do that. I would go for the ones not entangled with my.
To let you know what the numbers. So the yellow is what I'm using to track their wounds to distinguish from your bennies. So he has 2. Normally extras only have 1, but there are kinds of extras that are resilient or very resilient. Mm-hmm. And big tough trolls, they're extras. They're not wild cards, but they are tough to take down. Yeah. So what that means is that if that dude suffers 1 more wound, he goes down. Now at least
for now.
He may heal that, but that's 1 troll out of the fight.
Right. I'm going for him. Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, make your click on your sling.
So it's athletics, right? Athletics.
Yes. No, I think just click on the sling.
Oh, you're right.
Right. Then it'll prompt your.
Call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, nice. That's a hit. Yep.
Now that +2 on him, that doesn't still exist, does it? That +2 on that particular guy?
He is...
that I created like a round ago or so? That's gone?
You created him. He was distracted, not vulnerable.
I got it. So it's temporary and it's gone.
Well, the thing is that distracted means that he takes -2 to his attacks. Vulnerable is +2.
Got it.
No, this guy was vulnerable.
Oh, was he vulnerable? Yes. Then
I got a bonus to attack.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Of course. I'm sorry. So then, then that is a hit. Then that's a hit with a raise. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Come on.
Big whammy. Oh,
12. Nice.
Nice.
Fuck. All right, so he falls down. Yeah. And that you can still see that the like nasty wound in his head that you hit, it's slowly starting to stitch up. But the other wounds, the burning, scalding cuts and crushes that Kate left with her maul, that's not recovering.
Cool.
All right, end of round, guys. Let's go back to our heroes first here. I've reshuffled. We're ready for you guys to get a joker. Okay, 7 for Kate. A Jack for Ambrosius.
All right.
Nice. 3 for Clockwork. And 5 for our trolls. And I think everybody gets a Benny for downing their first troll today.
Nice.
Then, anyone want to spend Bennies to draw new action cards?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Mo, do you want to? No, you're good.
No, I've got something else in mind.
Okay. Then, first up is Ambrosius. What are you doing?
I think Ambrosius is probably just enthusiastic. He's actually 2 for 2 with that darn sling. And even though it was a little discouraging the first time when that guy just pulled that thing right out of his eye and got back up. But having just done that and that guy and the troll falling like a log, he's going to go for this one.
Nice. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, it's still trying to blink those sparks that you created out of his eyes.
Yeah.
Come on, big money.
Ooh.
So you could spend a Benny to re-roll if you like.
Is it worth it for the sling? Sure. Let's do this. Okay. Down to 3. Re-roll.
Let's see here. And then next up will be Kate.
Brutal.
Oh, shit. All right. So then next up is Kate.
Kate's going to press the attack on this guy with their last round of fire.
Okay. Now, remember, you can spend 1 power point to renew it for 5 more rounds.
Oh, can you really? Do you have to re-roll, or you just do it?
Nope. You just spend a power point, and it sustains it.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that then.
Okay.
Yeah,
does that count as a multi-action penalty? Or
I don't think it costs an action to... let me double-check, but I don't think it costs an action to
I don't think so either. Yeah. And it's on that cheat sheet, I think, the power modifiers. It's probably on that cheat sheet.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, so now it's going to be 5 more rounds after this?
Yep.
All right, it's good to know. And why did I close my character? I don't know why I did. All right. So
Here we go, duration. Yep. It doesn't cost you anything to extend the duration.
just PowerPoint.
That's
Yeah, I
nice.
guess you run out of PowerPoint.
Yeah.
All right, so she's gonna attack with the maul.
Okay.
Wild attack.
Please do. This thing is it's a net +4 to hit. So that actually that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. +2 to damage.
Yep, +2.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, was that one vulnerable?
That one is vulnerable. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, 8 wouldn't have made a difference anyway. So
No.
All right. Ah, jeez.
Oh, it's Shabbat. You want to spend a Benny
Yeah, I'm
to
rerolling.
Okay.
Rerolling. Man.
now? Hold on. Why is? Oh, you know what? You're not rolling damage. You're hitting reroll.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, can't roll damage. I'm like, why is that a D6?
Roll damage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And this is +2 to this
Okay.
from your smite.
There you go.
That's more like it.
Wow.
Holy smokes! All right, so that is with AP 2. That it's so close to a raise too. He's not shaken, which means that shakes him. You didn't get a raise on the attack, right?
No, I did not.
No, shoot.
That'd
Okay.
have been awesome, but
That would have been fucking great. Yeah, one more troll
Yeah.
down. All right, so but yeah, that definitely hurts it. Then it is the troll's turn. So let's roll for regeneration here for the one. No, the one that's down on the ground is not up yet. The one
Nice.
that is injured is not recovering, or at least the injuries are not stitching up. I got 2 that are shaken. The one that is away from you guys is unshaken. The one that is engaged with you guys is not. He is still shaken. All right, so then this one unshakes. He sees his one fellow down and the other one burning, and he is going to... I think he's going to do the same thing that he did to Ambrosius. He's going to grab a chunk of scrap and hurl it at Kate. So this will be -2 to hit because it's improvised weapon. But let's see here. I rolled... Oh, exploding 6. All right, yeah, so it's I hit with a raise.
okay.
And improvised, so... Let's do that and that. You still have the benefit of the thing. I got a 10, which I think is less than your... Yeah, so it connects with you, but once again, it sort of skitters off of... More sparks fly off. And he looks a little shocked. But I want to make a spirit check for him. Let's see if he is going to charge into combat. Oh, fuck yeah, I just rolled a raise. So, yeah! He runs in on you, Kate.
Okay.
All right, then it is Clockwork. Why don't you roll to unshake? Come on, Clockwork. Yes! You are free to act this turn. What are you doing?
So the one on the ground, is that far enough away I can lob Alchemist Fire at him without hitting us?
Yes, he is. Yes, most definitely.
So maybe I step back slightly from combat, reach down to my belt, and just lob the Alchemist Fire
Sure,
at the downed one.
Because you're drawing the Alchemist Fire and then throwing it, it's a -2 because it's a multi-action. But go ahead and click on your Alchemist Fire.
At -2. Come on.
Here we go. Oh, you've not unshaken yourself.
Oh, I've not unshaken. Hang on.
Yeah. It won't make a difference in the roll. Now, do you wish to re-roll that? Benny?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So go ahead.
So that uses up.
Your last Benny. Okay.
It's still at -2. Yep.
Yep.
There we go.
Nice. Solid
we
hit.
go.
Click on roll damage. All right. So that's a hit with a raise. That is... Yeah, so it's going to consume that thing. It breaks across it, and it just... And you can hear its oily, disgusting skin begins just popping and sizzling. You guys have killed one troll. Everybody gets a Benny.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Then it is end around. Okay, so once again, we'll go with Kate. Come on. Queen Kate. Ambrosius, 5. Clockwork, come on. Ace! Ace of
Wow.
spades.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And the trolls get a 4. I'm going to spend a Benny from my Bennies to redraw for the trolls. Let's keep this interesting. A 4! Oh, no.
What round are we on?
The
probably,
wheel
Kevin?
hath turned, and I... Sorry?
What round are we probably on, you think?
Like round 5? I don't know, 4 or 5? What?
Because for the protection spell is what I'm...
You could spend, again, you could spend 1 to renew it for another 5 if you like.
Yeah.
I think I cast my smite on the second round of combat. Okay, so I had 4 left when you cast protection. Right, so it's 4 rounds later. This is the 5th round.
Yeah, so this will be the last
today.
round of protection. Next round, you can spend 1 point to refresh it.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right, Clockwork, you're up first now. Looks like you got a little flush of energy from taking that one troll down.
Mm-hmm.
Right, where he'll move back in. Assuming you step slightly back to throw. So he's going to run in and then just leap up and try and do a leaping kick to the head of the
Yep, go ahead.
one in front of me, so to speak.
Sounds good.
Hang on. Oh, there we are.
Okay. Oh, and he's no longer vulnerable. Let's see here.
Well, that's a hit.
There we go.
That is a hit. Not a raise, but still a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
That Stunning Fist ability is super fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so that is a hit. But. Oh, it is. That is enough to shake it again.
Nice.
Although he is still shaken, which means that you get a second wound on him.
There we go.
His jaw is almost completely hanging off right now from where you've been kicking at it. Next up is Kate. Queen Kate. Oh, you're muted, Carl.
I'm going to try to finish that guy who's injured.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Are you
And
wild
he's
striking
still,
again?
is he vulnerable still?
He is not, no.
He's not vulnerable, okay. Just a +2.
Okay.
But he is
The
shaken, I
wild
think.
attack.
Oh, solid. That's a hit with a raise. Go ahead and roll damage, and +2 from your wild attack.
So, no, I guess +2 from the fire, right?
No, so +4 in total, because if you got +2 from the wild strike.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, they stack.
Make sure I roll damage. Okay. I'm making sure I'm pressing the right thing.
Yeah, no problem.
18.
That's amazing. What does it look like as this troll dies?
I guess he's like staggering. His jaw is like off hinge. So then I just, wind up. I guess I think about hitting the one that's charging, but then this guy's already injured. So I just wind up and take like a batter swing and cave in its chest.
There's a smoldering hole in the center as he drops to the ground. You guys can each get a Benny. Then it is Ambrosius' turn.
Ambrosius is going to, seeing his comrades doing as well as they are, he's going to try to, distract this one for their pleasure. I think.
Okay.
And so he tries to grab a glint of Bry off his holy symbol again, shine it in his eyes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
Hey, cut that out.
Right. It's fire. It's fire.
All right,
he
so
lies.
that'll be against. I think it's against smarts this time, from the way you described it.
Okay.
They're not very smart, so you have that going for you. I need to beat a 3.
Faith, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, this is a cantrip? You're doing the...
Yeah, the cantrip.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so is he distracted
cool.
or is he vulnerable?
I think he's going to be. I'm going to go for the offensive ones. That's vulnerable, right?
Vulnerable means
Yeah.
+2 to hit him. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going for
Okay,
that.
so I'll do here. Violet is vulnerable because I need
Yeah.
alliterative association.
Yes.
All right. Then it is the troll's turn. So he is vulnerable, but he is not. He's not prevented from acting. So he's going to sweep that vicious axe of his down and try and take out Kate. So he's +2 to hit Kate right now. Oh, and I got a raise. All right, so I got like 16, 20, 18. So I hit with a raise, which means a D6, and this, and this. All right, so here we go. Let's see. 6, it's 12, 13, 14, 15. I got a 16 in total.
Okay, so that's
What's your
is there
toughness?
any AP on that?
No AP. No.
Okay, so it's a I'm shaken and I took a wound.
Okay.
So that's exactly 4 above.
Ooh,
my
okay.
toughness.
So do you have do you want to spend a Benny to soak that? Because remember, if you if you successfully soak that, then you can act right away.
Right.
Okay.
Did we? That is vigor, right?
Yep.
There's a soak button on there. There's a soak button on the
Okay.
right.
Oh yeah.
Right below fatigue.
Okay. Let's see here.
Soak. Yep.
Come on. Big money. Big money.
Nope.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Oish. All right. You could spend another Benny to re-roll if you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's worth
fine.
it. Yeah.
That'll be your...
Man.
Oh.
Brutal.
Three.
All right. So he hits you, knocks you
Three
back.
then.
Yeah, so you are shaken, and you got 1 wound. All right,
Okay.
that is the end of the round. So, Kate. An 8. 8 for Kate. Ambrosius, King.
There we go.
Clockwork, Queen. And then for the Troll, a 3. Nice.
Nice.
Anyone spending bennies to get new action cards? I don't think any of our heroes...
No.
Nope.
No? Okay. Then Ambrosius, you were up first. What are you doing? Kate looks
So
to
I'm
have been
looking over.
hit pretty hard.
Looking over at Kate. Yeah. How does Kate look?
She's looking... That hit hurt, for
That
sure.
hurt. That hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. He wrinkles his brows in concern and calls upon his deity to try to stitch her together.
Nice! So go ahead, I click on healing.
Yep. So let's see here.
So it's definitely not Vancian, right? I mean, like you basically can cast until you're out of power points,
Yep.
and then you regain them at a certain rate.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let me ask, how does because it's possible to heal more than one person at a time for higher cost, how does Clockwork look?
Clockwork is uninjured as far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Now, I was sending
Cast.
the DMs fuck up on math. He's otherwise okay. Uninjured. All right. Come on.
There we go.
Nice.
With a raise!
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
All right. So you are... Even though you were hit, Kate Ambrosius has you back up again. Clockwork, what are you doing?
So does that remove the shaken condition too, or no?
Does not, no.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to step to one side. So actually, I think it might be better to put me here, as it were, if we're fighting.
Okay.
And then actually, I'm going to go roundhouse kick him again.
All right. So you go scampering over. I
Is he
picture
vulnerable?
because Kate has been knocked down. I picture that you sort of like leap on her back and then leap up to go and kick her.
Is he still vulnerable, or does he?
He is still vulnerable. Yep.
All right, so
No.
that's +2.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go.
Now, you want to make him distracted or vulnerable?
I think keep on with vulnerable.
Okay, so he'll be vulnerable until after till the start of his next round, I guess.
Nice.
Okay. And go ahead and roll damage.
Oh well.
Okay, damage. So
15.
it's 14. Nice. Oh, you got a raise. That's right. So 15. That is a raise in it. So he's shaken and he is wounded. You crack his clavicle
There we
as
go.
you hammer into the side, and it hits a nerve point. So he's going to be. His defenses are not quite as good. Then Kate, would you roll to unshake, please?
Okay.
Have we lost the +4? Yeah.
No, because I think Ambrosius was going to. He spent the extra PowerPoint to.
Yeah.
For offense.
Yep.
All right.
Easily.
I'm gonna raise.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Nice.
I don't know if that doesn't do anything.
I don't think it does any. Let's give you a Benny for it, though. That's 15 is a pretty fucking high roll.
It is.
So, you know.
Okay, so I can smash him. Same thing. She's like in a fury. She's
Oh, yeah.
channeling Arlen's old character from Ash.
Nice.
And is he vulnerable also? This guy.
He is vulnerable, so +2 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So +4 total.
He is also. He's already shaken, too, so if you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
13.
so that's a hit and a raise. Amazing. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
All right. Roll damage. And that's a +4.
+4 to damage, yeah.
Yep. 15. Yeah.
15. Holy smokes. So
AP2.
and
15 AP2.
So he, because of the one wound, what does it look like as this one dies?
Okay, so Clockwork did like a roundhouse kick, like a jumping to his head. Is that what you did?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you
Sort of jump.
So you stagger him, so he kind of spins around, and that leaves his like side open where the ribs are. So she just kind of, comes down and just like rakes those ribs, but it kind of caves him in, blows all his organs out.
Yeah, knocks him to the ground, and then you spin and plant your flaming maul in its skull.
Just hold it there. If that works, if not, then I can bolt him.
Oh no,
fire.
they are most definitely not getting up again. All right. So guys, with that,
I look at that. I guess we work pretty good as a team.
Yeah.
Well done,
Look at the
everyone. Well
smoldering
done.
corpses of the trolls.
nice. So guys, you will be when we last rolled what you had when we last played, you guys were just finishing exploring a field, scrap field.
Yep.
And
We found a bunch of scrap.
Yeah, you found a ton of scrap, but it also seems if these guys... well, let's do this. Have everyone give us a common knowledge roll, please.
Okay.
And so Ambrosius is overlooking everyone to see that everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Kevin, is everyone looking hale-ish?
I think so, yeah. Like, no one else is suffering wounds. So Kate has fatigue from travel, and that kind of fatigue takes 24 hours to recover.
Yeah.
So to have her catch her breath, either you need magic, the form of relief. Ooh. So Ambrosius did well.
Our protection is gone, by the way. Everyone's purple. That's all gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. All right. So then, this is closer to the end of day, guys. And one of the things that Ambrosius, what you would know, is any kind of scavengers like this, if they're lurking near a field, they don't have stuff on them. They're going to have stuff stashed nearby.
In a hidey hole.
Yeah. So they may have these trolls, even if they don't have much on them, and they really don't have much on them. They got their weapons and they got a little bit else. That likely what your common knowledge roll tells me is that you know that they probably have stuff stashed nearby.
Mm-hmm. My friends, I think we're looking for some kind of hidden deposit of goods. Keep our eyes open for something that looks suspicious under a shrubbery, something that a troll would think of.
So, first thing is, if you guys are going to overnight here, which I think that you guys had talked about doing, that means that for every hour that you guys do nothing but rest, you will get back 5 power points without having to spend the
Bennies.
Yeah, bennies. So I think Kate, you're going to be back up at full, and Ambrosius, you would be at. I mean, I think that we can assume you're going to get your full power points back because I can tell you nothing's happening tonight.
Okay.
Now, before it gets dark. The way that you would, if you want to keep an eye out for the where the trolls may be, it may require you to track back to wherever their stash is.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Maybe at dawn, we at first light we try to find these large prints back to wherever they came.
Okay.
Okay. So
Not that I'm any good at that, but if anyone else is, it would be
Notice maybe. But I've got thievery, so I might
probably
know.
outdoor, right?
Nope,
Yeah,
it's
it's
survival.
Survival, that's what I
Yeah.
meant.
So
Yeah.
here's what
Right.
we need to do, guys, is with the dawning of a new day, first I need, let's hear, Carl, why don't you give us a roll 2d6 for the food. Mo gives 2d6 for the water. There was some ammunition used here, so
Yes.
Sean, give us a 2d6 for ammunition, and why don't I do 2d6 for your supplies. You're good for supplies. All right, nothing else. So, yep, you've used, you had your meal, you drank water and whatnot, but you were able to find replacements or whatever. So,
Stones, so I found them again.
yep. Yep, you found or comparable, replacements for it, so you're not short on anything yet. Now that you're down, so the journeys. Remember, there are 4 different. Well, there's 3 positions that are sort of, not necessary, but like 2 that are definitely necessary. 1 that is recommended. The necessary ones are the navigator, who's going to be rolling survival. What do you call it? If you're going to search for loot, then you don't need to worry about actually setting out. We can save that for when you set out. The first thing you want to do is try and find that troll cave. Yeah,
definitely.
Okay, so then let's do this. We're going to set it as a dramatic task. It's only going to be 4, so you're only going to need 4 successes in total to find this thing without incident.
Is it possible for Ambrosius to state faithful maxims to give everyone kind of a boost?
let's see what order we're going in first and see if there's any complications coming from it. So we'll draw it. So here's what everyone's action cards are for this. Kate's got an ace, pretty awesome. Clockwork. Oh, club complication. And Ambrosius.
More complications. All right, so it's gonna be a little bit of a tricky thing here, and I'm not drawing to see if there's an encounter. So first thing, Clockwork, will be you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draw a card just to tell me what kind of complication this is. This will not count towards clubs. Okay. So I think clubs. Where is it here? So this is true. Oh, hold on. That's for chases, not for journeys. One sec, guys. I'm looking forward to having when this actually comes out. For those listening at home, at the time of recording, there's only the Kickstarter, preview version that is out for this. So the rules we're playing with right now may change. A DM screen. I'm really looking forward to getting my Marshall screen for this because the Marshall screens for Savage Worlds are usually really, really good. The reason I want to draw that card, guys, because I want to see if I can. Oh, an obstacle. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so I think the weather is turning bad, guys. So when you're deciding what the complication is that you're dealing with, as is often the case, in Numeria, because of the strange magics and strange technologies that are here, there's strange or unusual magics that come up. Because I didn't draw a face card, I'm going to say that it's not anything like catastrophic. It's not like a nano swarm or something like that. It's just a really tough thunderstorm is rolling in. So, first up will be Kate. Kate, what are you thinking for how you're going to track?
I can't track them, but maybe I can use notice to see which direction they came from, or the storm hits and watch the way tracks. Yep. My notice is awful, but hey, try.
Yeah, let's see. Go.
Nope.
Okay. All right, you have 1 Benny left right now. Do you want to re-roll?
Yeah, so we don't lose them before we.
Okay.
Are you still fatigued though?
Oh, am I still fatigued? Yeah.
I'm going to say you're not. Now that I don't think you.
Okay, so
when you made the rolls before, I don't think I made it clear that you were. It was 24-hour fatigue. It wasn't just an hour. So you can take yourself unfatigued now. Kate, you're.
Okay, so that second reroll on the Benny is. The first one would have still failed.
Also,
the second reroll is a 4.
Because you guys got a full night's sleep. This is a rule from Savage Pathfinder. Everyone gets another Benny.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
So go ahead.
So it would have taken the fatigue out on that second.
Yep, that's a success.
4.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. So you got 1 of the 4 that you need, guys.
Okay. The tracks this way before the rain washes them away.
Okay, so you guys set off in the direction. Then, unfortunately, the thunderstorm hits. Clockwork, what were you thinking of using to contribute to this task?
Well, as he has thievery, he'd probably know about stashing things. I think, and probably sort of dug into the earth, he'd imagine.
Yeah, most definitely.
Stuff to hide in, so I was thinking thievery.
So the first thing, I think, to reflect the complication... hold on. I think I'll just put the -2 to your roll. That's it. No, you're not going to necessarily suffer. You may suffer bumps and bruises if you fail, but let's see. Or if you critically fail. Ugh. You want to spend a Benny to re-roll?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay.
With that. No, it's much. 2 again.
Okay, so unfortunately, the thunderstorm is... you didn't get a critical failure, so you're not going to suffer... Or a fumble.
Trolls apparently stash things differently than rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, Ambrosius, what are you thinking here?
So I had a couple thoughts. I don't know if this would apply to trolls, but I'm wondering if, because of their sort of evil nature, that a cult would be at all helpful. Too much of a stretch?
No, I mean, like, one of the nice things with this game is that, like, is you can go in that route. Do you have Detect Arcana as a power, or just as a cantrip?
I do not.
So,
I have, you know what? I have Locate. I have a spell Locate.
Okay.
That's a little interesting.
Let's see what Locate does. And I think you may be able to use a cantrip version of that. Like, that's the way cantrips work in the game, is that you sort of, they are lesser versions of your full-on spell.
When casters use this power, they choose an object, creature, or location. If the caster has never seen the target, the roll is -2. A success gives a sense of the general direction.
Yeah, so what I'd let you do is, you're not going to have to spend power points for this. It'll be a cantrip version.
Okay.
But I will, because you've never been there, I am going to give you a -2 on top of the -2 from the thunderstorm.
Okay.
So it'll be a -4 to your faith roll.
Oh, right.
Come on.
5.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
You guys got 2 successes so far.
Nice.
So you're making your way in spite of that thunderstorm. Now, let's see here.
Okay.
And Kate, you got a 9. Clockwork, a 2. Ambrosius, shit. So the thunderstorm is still bugging you, Ambrosius, and you are up first. What are you thinking? If you can't use a cantrip again, what are you thinking for this next pass? Oh, did we lose Sean? Sean looks frozen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you ask me?
Oh, you were
Sorry. I was researching cantrips at the time. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So what? You're up next here. You are still affected by the thunderstorm. So what are you thinking? You can't use a cantrip, or at least you can't use that cantrip again.
Right.
At least not until you use something else. What are you thinking?
I am. I may just. Well, okay. So my other thought, besides a cult, was maybe just faith. So I am, asking Bri for her, moral assistance. Yeah, it's tough one. Or I can just go with notice. I can go. I can.
No. I mean, I think you're already suffering the -2 from the thunderstorm, which is probably having a. Playing haywire on your connection to electricity and whatnot. So yeah, go ahead and give us a faith roll at -2.
Okay.
And I mean, it also fits in with your knowing that this is likely a cache of Skyfall, people tech or Numerian tech. That's probably come on.
Right.
All right.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. -2.
Let's see here. Come on.
Oh, it's just the rain.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, androids and rain. Come on, we don't even need to go any farther.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, Kate, you're up next. What are you thinking?
All right. Let me see what I got here. I used notice last time, and so far we've made some progress. Right.
You made 2. Yep.
And Ambrosius, he was working on a cantrip, right? To locate.
I did. I got a little deity help there prior.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, your spells are arcane based, Kate, but it doesn't change the way sort of that cantrips work for you. So if there's like a lesser version of one of, I think a lot of your abilities are offensive as opposed to, or at least combat related.
Yeah, I mean, could I use a cantrip to? I don't know. I can't think of what. I don't know. Maybe academics, if I've read about any sort of lore on these types of creatures and what they're a kind of cave or not like that?
Yeah, I mean,
decorations around a cave.
Sure.
Look like.
Yep. I'd be fine with that. Go ahead and make an academics check.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
One more success. So all you need then clockwork. What are you thinking?
So I'm saying clockwork. You should be looking for this and that, and what this looks like, and some skulls, lots of skulls.
So you can't use thievery again with clockwork, but what are you thinking?
You have like a notice?
Notice, I think. I haven't used that yet.
No one used it this pass, so yeah, I'm fine with that. Excellent. All right. And you guys find the troll cave. And it is a depression in a lower part of this valley, and it looks like they've dug part of it out as well. Guys, you also found your first treasure hoard.
All right.
So, there are a lot of things in here, and I'll try and go through what they are in order here. So, first up, you guys find 500 copper pieces.
All right.
Who's doing loot duty? I can do it if you want.
I'll write it down here, and we can.
Okay.
So 500 copper pieces, 270. That's 270 silver pieces.
Yeah, I'll write it here on the chat, and then I'll transfer it to the page.
And then 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
Or a silver disc, I suppose. There is a masterwork greatsword. Looks like it's been crafted by probably Numerian or Kelid barbarians. There is a potion or a liquid of some kind. There is a scroll in here, which appears to be an arcane scroll. There is a gem, a precious gem, in here as well. A zircon. There is some pretty impressive looking studded leather armor. It looks like it's masterwork as well. Fitted. It's designed for a human size but could accommodate others. There's another vial of something in here. And then there is a piece of strange Numerian tech that will require some identifying.
Oh, these trolls, fortunately, they were successful before they met us.
What was between the studded leather and the Numerian tech?
Between the studded leather and the Numerian tech was another vial of liquid, yeah.
I can take a look at the arcane scroll.
Yeah. So
Ambrosius jumps on that Numerian tech.
Give us a spellcasting check there, Kate.
Okay.
Easy. Yep. All right. So this is it is a scroll of. Hold on. I'm trying to remember what the Pathfinder, Savage Pathfinder equivalent is. Let's see here. This is... So this will be a scroll of obscuring mist, which I will treat as a confusion with the area effect on it.
Okay.
And then, if you wish to try and figure out what this Numerian piece of Numerian tech is, you take the lower of your academics and repair, and you make that roll. The downside is if you get a fumble on that, there could be a bad reaction. Numerian tech is notoriously dangerous to work with. What do you guys think?
I've got a bonus to repair.
Right,
so
but do you have any academics?
Oh, no.
No. So
I do have academics. I have academics.
do you have repair, Kate?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so if you've got both academics and repair, whatever your lower one is, you could roll that.
To help. We're helping Ambrosius, right? Is that what we're doing? Or
Does
just
Ambrosius...
like a dramatic task as well?
Well, does Ambrosius have both academics and repair?
He does. He has a...
Excellent.
Yeah. He has a 6 in repair and a 4 in academics.
So then Mo can't help because he doesn't have both, but you can because you're trained in both. So you can make your... Whatever the lower of the two is, Kate, go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
You guys can picture you're sitting...
I have no idea.
No idea, yeah. So Kate's got no insights in this. Yeah, maybe...
I'm new to this stuff.
Well, I wonder if, Kate, like, you were such a chatterbox about getting here and finding this stuff and whatnot, and when you actually find it, you're just speechless.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like, So, Ambrosius, it is down to you then. This is not a terribly complex piece, and is not a terribly uncommon piece, so I'm giving you no modifiers to it. If this was a more unusual piece of technology, then I would, I would tell you more, but... go ahead and make your roll, whatever the lowest of the two of academics and repair.
So Ambrosius is his fingers are like like this. His eyes are wide. He's like, oh, I can't believe trolls would have such a thing, and he nervously examines it.
Yep.
All right, coming up here.
Here we go.
5.
Ooh, that is a success. Now, because you got a 1 on one of them. That means that you sort of, in the course of learning this thing, you have done some damage to it. All that means is that it's broken, so it'll have a -1 to skill checks using it. Okay. You can try and repair that as if you take a 4-hour period to try and fuck around with it. You could try and repair it. But you have successfully identified what this is, and you're grateful you didn't hit the other button. This is a device that when activated and thrown, it will discharge a electric pulse out, causing damage to both mechanical things and to living tissue.
Cool.
Oh, good. Now you have an offensive spell. Or offensive
Right.
capability.
So you can put down arc grenade damaged. And what you can choose to do is when you have some downtime or 4 hours, you could spend some time trying to repair it.
Excellent.
Cool.
Okay. So then there's a bunch of other stuff in here, guys.
There's the masterwork. I put it in the party loot.
Sure.
The masterwork great sword. What does masterwork do? I mean, I don't use a sword. Maybe
masterwork it grants it an AP 1.
Okay. I don't know what the orc has. What he was using. Was he using a sword and board?
The orc was sword and board, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like this ball. So.
Well, if you can afford at some point a masterwork maul, that'd be AP 3.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. The masterwork armor, it reduces the strength requirement.
Okay, so masterwork armor, okay.
Yeah, so if you're a particularly weak character, like Subtle Other normally has a D6 minimum strength. If you happen to be a puny, mage or something like that. Although, I mean, you're still suffering the arcane penalty from it, so. But, yeah. So that is that. What anyone laying claim to the Masterwork Greatsword? A Greatsword does... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Masterwork Greatsword does D10 damage, has AP 3, so it's actually... Oh, it's an axe. Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Greatsword is AP 2 normally, so it's an AP 3, and it requires 2 hands. That's it. It does D10 damage. Weighs 8.
I mean, I'm a two-handed weapon person, so I could take that.
Okay.
Sword.
Yeah.
I don't... If he's... I'm thinking about the other guys, but no one else is...
If I took
one's
it,
an archer and one's a...
Yes, if I took it, I wouldn't do it justice, but I could.
Yeah.
This is also, it is crafted from sky metal.
Oh.
So this has got, that quality to it.
Ooh.
So you, if you choose to do that, you can just add that to your weapon list.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do that.
Yeah, and just when you, the only thing I would that sometimes gets screwed up is when you have the option of it asks you whether it's damage only or skill and damage. Just make sure it's skill and damage and have it set to your fighting.
Okay.
And it does D10 damage, and it does AP 3 because it's masterwork.
Would the armor be better than my leather armor with a armor of 2, Kevin?
It would be, yeah, it would be. So what I'd also do is, you know what, I'll let, because honestly, like, there's not really a big benefit to wearing leather armor. Like, what's your strength dice? Is it a D6?
6, yeah.
Yeah, so like, what I'll also say is that it is lighter. So okay. This is tunic and leggings. Normally that's 19. Let's reduce it to 15.
Okay.
So that would be the benefit there, is if you wear this stuff, it's going to look like a Numerian. I think that they're, you know, if I was to impose a backstory into this stuff, the potion, the studded leather, the grenade, the greatsword, this may have been an adventurer who fell afoul of these trolls.
He didn't have fire.
Didn't have fire,
right?
No. Yeah. So if you want to do that, you can just, and the weight is listed at the bottom. What you could just do is adjust the weight of your existing one, and then you've also got like something that's got more of a Kelid barbarian look to it.
Mm-hmm. So what's your since you're on that page, what's the weight of the greatsword?
Weight of the greatsword is 8,
Okay.
and the maul is a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a bit lighter.
I gotta throw these weapons down when I. Or I don't know. We don't have anything to carry them all with, right?
Not really, no. So the two liquids that are there. Let's see about identifying potions. I know how it works in Pathfinder, but I wonder if it's just a matter of a spellcasting check or faith check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why don't you do that? So who wants to identify one of the potions?
Ambrosius is could. Let's see. He's got academics. Is that what we're looking at? What do you think?
No, faith.
Faith.
Because you're trying to
Faith
read
or spellcasting, right?
Yeah, one of the things that in Savage Pathfinder, if you've got an arcane background, you can automatically, at short range, detect magical stuff.
Nice.
So this is just a matter of, you can read it, but it's whether you actually, easily. So one of these things, it's a disgusting, oily smelling liquid that you smell. This is a potion of protection from good. So it effectively is a deflection ability or deflection power, but only against good targets. So this would be something that, say, like a troll or a raider or something you might want to use. Okay. Right. And then there's the second one. Would you like to try and identify that as well?
Yes.
Please do. And
5.
Nice. Yep. No problem. This is a potion of minor healing. So if you quaff this potion, it'll restore one wound.
Cool.
All right. So, who would like to take the protection? Does anybody want to take the protection from good potion? Does anyone want to take the minor healing potion?
I think Kate should have that, seeing as she gets hit so much.
Yes, indeed. I will take the protection from good. It's a curiosity that I need to look into further.
Okay. And then, Ambrosius took the Masterwork Armor. The Zircon, let's see here. I think anyone with, let's say, I think common knowledge in this game. Anyone with common knowledge can make a roll, see if they can figure out what the Zircon is worth.
Everyone should do that? Or
any one person, if you guys can.
Oh, good. Yep. Go ahead.
Nice. So, of course, Clockwork is looking at the shiny.
Right.
It's a sparkly. So what you can tell, this Zircon would be worth 50 gold pieces. Or 50 silver discs in Numeria. So, pretty sweet haul there, guys.
Yeah.
And you're
How do I get rid of a line?
How do you which? Sorry.
How do I get rid of a line? Like, I accidentally put in an extra weapon line. It's
Oh,
annoying.
it's that lock at the bottom.
Yeah, what you go is that lock. Just unlock that.
Yep, but then I can't find...
And then you sort of have to hover over where the trash can is on the right.
Trash? I don't see a trash can on the right.
So which one?
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Oh, I see which one you're trying to get rid of. Yep.
Perfect,
Yep. Excellent.
Ambrosius is eyeballing that scroll.
So the scroll, let me take a quick look here.
The scroll is an obscuring mist. It's an arcane, you said.
Yeah, let me take a look here. So the way that I'm going to confirm that they... So in Savage Pathfinder, they don't really make a distinction between one or the other. I suppose you could do that, but I'm not fine. I think what I'd probably say is that the it will require because it does require a spellcasting roll to activate it. If you're rolling from something that is not your that's not like your domain, the critical failure may be something more substantial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I can use the obscuring mist. I'm arcane spellcaster.
Yeah.
So then, Mo, you take the your character Clockwork, give him the potion. You got injured too.
Yeah.
In the fight, so.
No, I've got potions of healing already.
Oh, really? I mean, me too.
Yeah,
I got two.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll carry it. I guess we'll keep it in the party loot.
Sounds good.
Right.
All right, guys. So let's. I have set up a new. I fixed the map that we were using before. So here's our map. It's the actual. Let me grab your.
I mean, I guess I'll just leave them all for the next person. Okay. Now that I got an upgrade, because carrying those two weapons seems silly.
You mean you're leaving it in the troll cave, or?
Yeah. For the next.
That's awesome.
You know how you leave a rock where you know.
Yeah.
Did we find out what the scroll is? Did we work on it?
The scroll of obscuring mist.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so it'll effectively be a confusion spell, but with an area effect. Yeah. Okay, so then let me grab the token that is your travel thing. And I found this map of Numeria on DeviantArt. So I don't remember the name of the artist, but maybe what I'll do is I'll check between now and next session so I can give a proper credit there. All right, so this
what was the grenade?
Damaged arc grenade. Let me give you the
damage. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you the stats for it. 1 sec here. All right. So that does. Let's see here. Granata. So it will do in a. Let's see here. Medium burst template. It will affect. Oh, sorry, there'll be a small burst template. Small burst template. It will do 5d6 damage. It has a range of 5/10/20.
And how much did you appraise a precious gem for?
50 gold.
50.
Yeah. All right, so you've gone a little bit further south here in search of the troll cave. Oh, wait, I put you in the wrong spot. This is where you are. All right, so you guys are heading off in... where is it here? No snapping. In this direction here. Towards where...
Should we take our break, Kevin?
We'll take our mid-session break here in just a moment. Yeah. There's Scrap all the way up there. Yeah, so you're heading sort of up in this direction. All right. So, so we'll take our mid-session break now, folks. So we'll come back, check in with chat, and then we will carry on with, I guess, the journey. So, back momentarily, folks.
Okay.
All right. Let me check. I'm going to compare these two maps quickly here as well, too. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, great. Great. So, everyone, I hope the weekend is off to a great start for you guys. Hello, all. Hedorfa, hello. We're back. You know it. Brian, what's going on? Welcome to the weekend. Ice King, cast Magic Missile. You, absolutely. Do we have any? No one can cast Magic Missile in this party, but perhaps some NPCs. Absolutely. Danger the Multiverse. Jeffrey, what's going on? Hope the weekend's treating you really well. Annex, beep boop. Android shenanigans, you know it. I hope everyone's having a great start to the weekend. And, or a great start. It's Sunday already at the time of recording, so I hope everyone is having a good weekend. It is bleak and overcast here, but that won't keep us down. Now, hold on, I need to grab correct Benny. So 1, 2, and 5. All right. 1, 2, and 5. So let's do this. 1. Whoopsies. And 2. And 5. Yep, wrong thing. Madison. There we go. Okay. I do need to get the progress tracker here. Let's see. I can get rid of these trolls now, too. All right, so one of the interesting things, for those who may be curious about the compatibility of this with Pathfinder, I actually generated randomly the troll horde using ultimate equipment. The equipment guide for Pathfinder 1. And while the rules obviously are a little different, the costs, the weight, the treasure that should be available, all of that remains the same between the two games. So it makes it really helpful for if you're wanting to make use of your existing Pathfinder 1 stuff, you can use a lot of it in this. Even for, because Pathfinder 1 is so particular with respect to the gear that people carry, you can even use that as a guide. Like I was going to the bestiaries to take a look at what gear is assigned to different things, things that our friends here may be encountering. So it's nice that you can easily make use of those existing Pathfinder resources with almost no work on your part. So it's pretty great. Your Stunning Fist is a super effective ability too, Mo. That's great.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. So we're just waiting for Sean, and then we'll make you guys. So I'm assuming that the trip down to the troll cave would have taken 4 hours, and then there's the kind of second half of your day. Probably part of that was going through and identifying this stuff. So
yeah,
are you guys thinking of camping just in the troll cave tonight and then heading out tomorrow?
Is it yucky and stinky?
It's not great, no. But I mean,
it's raining and it's shelter, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think there's worse places, and if
we don't want to get hit by that acid rain.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking when you described it, it's a bit like some of the storms you get if you played Gears of War.
Yeah.
Because when they've messed up all the environment, you then get these wild storms.
Exactly, and that's what Numeria is sort of like, is that you can have these awful things come on.
It cause mutations.
Yep. And then because I'm quite happy to steal from other things, I've got access to, Numeria, and I've got access to Barbarian Conquerors of Canahu, and all sorts of stuff with great, crazy, science fantasy, horrible shit for you. Post-apocalyptic science fantasy. All right, so then, guys, Sean, what the guys were talking about is deciding to make make camp in the troll cave for the evening.
Okay,
so cool. Then you guys will all of your PowerPoints will be restored. Okay, and why don't you guys each roll for your respective things? Carl's rolling food, Mo's rolling water, You did not use any ammunition today, so Sean, why don't you just make a roll for supplies?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no problem with water. Oh, supplies are down to a D4.
Oh no.
Okay. And then
2d6, right?
2d6, please. Yeah.
Yeah. I lost the little bar, the cheaty bar. I don't know what happened to it. Right. Cheat. I rolled an 8.
So, yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay, so then your firewood or your supplies are down to a D4 now. So
Clockwork, easy on our rations, my friend. Easy.
Well, you're good
That's
for
not the food. He's using up the. Well, maybe a lot of it got wet or damaged from the storm.
Yep.
Maybe. Yeah,
Yep.
good point.
Makes total sense.
Yep.
All right, so then, so what you guys will need to assign then is somebody to be your navigator. That'll be a survival role. Somebody will need to be the lookout. That's a notice role. And someone will need to, or someone can be the scout, which is a stealth role.
Well, I don't have survival.
I have no survival. Clockwork?
I'm good at stealth. I don't have survival.
All right.
Yeah, that was
Mare's niche.
Mare.
Okay. So
Arlen.
everyone's rolling, the
David.
what do you call it? Just the untrained for that. Okay. So I suppose maybe a way of looking at it is who is best at those other roles then.
Right. So I have a D4 in both of the other ones.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm D8 on stealth.
Okay, so you got stealth all squared away.
Okay.
So which one do you want, Kate? Do you want to make the unskilled or the D4 notice? I got. I have quite a few bennies. I'll take the unskilled.
Take the unskilled, yeah.
Okay. So then, Ambrosius, let's see about how. Go ahead and give us a unskilled check, please.
All right.
This is navigator's always rolled first.
There we go. That's about on schedule right there.
Yep. You want spend a Benny to re-roll that?
Yep.
Please do.
Yep.
Man, it's gotta.
Come on.
Oh, so close.
Oh, so close. All right. So with a failure, yeah.
Nothing good. Nothing good.
Yeah, without a survival person.
Ambrosius goes out in front and says, "I've got this," and looks at the stars and is doing it poorly.
So one of the things you could do actually is someone could assist, which would give
we can't assist because we're unskilled.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, never mind. Or support, I guess.
Yeah, we're
good catch, Carl.
Okay. All right, so Ambrosius, you've got you're making no headway, but let's roll for the other rolls though. Kate, why don't you give us a notice check here? Fucking hell. And then Clockwork, why don't you make your stealth roll?
We're not gonna get anywhere.
Okay. So you get at least a success on that. All right. So the failure on, the failure on the navigator means that you're not going to be making headway for this first for the first little bit of the day.
We're lost in that troll cave.
Yeah. Failure on the lookout means each member must make an agility check or suffer a level of fatigue from bumps and bruises. This is the kind that only suffers for an hour, not the 24-hour. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so you're good. Yep, Ambrosius, you're fine.
Nice.
Okay, and then Clockwork, give us an agility check. Yep, you guys are good. And I picture this is just you going over the tougher part in this shitty weather. And then there was a success on the scout, which means you're going to be forewarned. So I draw encounters as normal. So, first one. That is not a face card. That means there's no encounter. So the day is a bit of wandering around, but it just means that you're not making progress towards your goal. You're not like...
It's over here, over these hills, in these hills.
Yeah. So then I think that's what we'll just sort of hand wave it. You're wandering around through the woods for today. You're not going to be able to make progress on towards the goal of the ruin. You're already halfway there, though. So, so tonight, why don't you guys make a roll for your supplies?
Okay.
And we'll do the same thing too. So, and you're rolling D4s now, 2D4, Ambrosius?
Okay.
Okay, you're good. You're good. And it's only when you roll double ones is when you have a
There
problem.
we go.
Yep. So that evening is fine. All right. So today, Ambrosius, why don't you give us a roll for? Oh, actually, I'm going to draw one more card because you're trained. No. Okay, good. Yes, for your untrained, please. Come on. Come on, come on. Get that 4. Get that. Joel! You want to spend a penny?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, you need like a 6 on the wild dice.
I know. It's not good.
So,
No, it's over here. It's here.
I swear. All right.
I blame Dave.
Here's what I will allow is why don't we have you make a faith check, Ambrosius? Excuse me. Thank you.
Where Bri just has mercy on me. Like,
yeah, let's just see if
a follower is. It's embarrassing eventually.
So let's see. Come on. Oh my gosh. You want to spend a penny?
Bri is done with me. Yeah, I'll spend a penny. I'll spend a penny.
You have like 5 or 6. You didn't really use many in the combat.
No, because I wasn't on the front line, so I.
Well, you're rolling well for
yeah.
your
Yeah.
spellcasting.
Okay, success.
So
all right.
Something.
So we're going to count that as a success, which means you guys will start being able to make some progress here today.
Okay.
All right. Then we got a fail on the stealth check. Mo, do you want to spend a... on the look of the scout check, do you want to spend a penny to re-roll?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Then Carl, it is your notice check, please.
Nope.
You want to spend a penny to re-roll?
I want to see if I think I have Benny.
You have one penny.
I'll spend it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Make it happen.
Come on. Yes.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
All right. So that means there are no bumps and bruises or anything. And you can't be ambushed. All right. So let's see. Moving into the first square here. So I've moved you from down here up into. You're back on the progress towards the Selwyn River. Today's in Joker.
That's got to be bad, right?
Oh.
That's good, right, Kevin? That means we run into allies and lots of loot.
I think
run into like a bunch of Harlequins.
Right.
If I remember, I roll 2. I draw 2 cards and I pick which one, or I combine them. Let's see here. Travel, yes. Draw twice more if the card's a joker and combine the results, such as enemies and an obstacle or strangers and a treasure. All right, so then spades is enemies. And diamonds is treasure. Interesting.
Oh.
All right, so then we know that you guys are going to encounter something along the way. I'm going to draw one more card to see when it's going to happen today. It's going to be late in the day, guys.
Okay.
So you're going to make some progress here. So then let's do this here. So then for your first pass for today, guys, King for Kate. That's great. 6 for, complication for Clockwork. And 4 for Ambrosius. All right. Anyone want to spend a penny to draw a new card?
What's the implication of my 4, would you say, Kevin, in general?
Just means you're acting after everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's not... Because I rolled a 2 or drew a 2 for when the thing's going to happen... it means all of you guys, you're going to get a full pass, try and get some more successes to find this ruin before this thing triggers.
Okay.
Stand pat.
Yeah. So, currently Clockwork is facing a complication. So what are you thinking?
All right.
You want to... You're muted, maybe, Mo.
Sorry, I'll spend it.
You spend it? Okay, so spend a penny. Let's see here. There you go. Spades. 7 of spades.
Nice.
All right. So first is Kate. So this is separate from the journeys, guys. The journey just sets the stage for what you're going to experience during the day and the chance of encounters and stuff like that. This is now your chance to engage in the dramatic task of finding this ruin. So what are you guys thinking? What are you thinking, Kate?
So this is towards our progress.
Yes, this is now going to try and... You're back on the way. You're going to try and find that damn ruin.
Well, we heard about it from the town folks, so maybe could I use common knowledge to try to recall with the rumors that they're telling us?
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Yep.
So now remember, guys, during this stage, you can choose to... If you want to use the same skill during this pass, you're going to be supporting. And it's a raise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. After that, you know...
Yeah, well, after wandering around for half a day, or is it a full day? Half a day, right?
You lost a whole day. Yeah, of travel. Yeah, so Kate's like, come on. And you guys are back on. You found that crooked, you know, what do you call it? That crooked piece of stone again, or metal, and you're definitely on the way towards the correct location. Clockwork, you're next. What are you doing?
Sorry. I think maybe notice.
Okay. Ambrosius, you're going to have to use something different for this pass? Bless you.
Sorry.
That's okay. So go ahead, Clockwork. Give us a notice check. 2. Man, you guys are making great headway here.
Nice.
All right. And then Ambrosius, what are you thinking?
So we're getting close to this, you know, we think, to this ruin, and I'm thinking that the excitement of maybe even my deity, Bry, is palpable. Like, whether it's true or not, I'm feeling it for her, maybe.
Yep.
Any chance of, you know, of calling to her and pursuing my faith?
I think we've already... You cash a chip to be able to use faith in order to make some progress. I'm not going to... I don't think we're going to allow you to just keep rolling out your highest stat. What do you...
Anything attached with the occult on these ruins that would give us a tip?
We've already had one person rely on information for that, and occult is sort of like... if you can tell me... Like, if you can give me an explanation for...
Or academics. We could just go academics if that's better. Or...
Yeah, I'd buy that. That would be you studying the stuff. That would reflect you looking back on your... Yeah, you make academics, absolutely.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. Come on.
5.
Nice. One more success.
I'll take it.
All right, guys. So, then you guys will be moving one more hex here. So you move 2 per day. And for the second pass, let's see here. Kate. Jack. Nice. Oh, is it a Jack of clubs? Uh-oh.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Jack of diamonds for Clockwork, and Ambrosius, 6 of hearts. So it'll be in the evening when this thing occurs, unless you find the lair or find your goal. So diamonds goes before clubs. Anyone want to spend bennies to draw a new card?
No, I don't have any. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. So then Clockwork, you're up first. You cannot use notice again. What are you thinking? What would he be relying on as you're continuing your journey across this? Mercifully, the bad weather has blown over, so you guys are just facing, you know, you're just facing the sort of a little bit muggy and cool, or mucky, I suppose, cool trip.
Well, I think all I've already got left is common knowledge, because none of the others really apply. You know, stealth, thievery don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll have to be common knowledge, I'm afraid.
So if you'll be using common knowledge, and yeah, so Kate used that last time.
Some people are better at common knowledge than me, actually, though.
They are, but I don't think that they... Like, Kate has used hers last pass, so she can't use it again. So yeah, go ahead, give us a common knowledge check. See if you can remember what the... Yep.
Here we go.
Another one. Okay. All right. Then it is Kate. So complication. Let's see here. I'm going to draw a card and see what the nature of the complication. Diamonds. So I think that the complication is going to be... I think that diamonds would be treasure normally. So I think you may have thought that there was another ruin or something. Maybe you thought like it's like an... the penalty to your roll is going to reflect you thinking that, no, we're here already, when you're clearly not.
Okay.
So what skill are you thinking?
Probably athletics, because I'm, for different reasons, I'm excited, like
Sure.
Ambrosius.
Well, you
So
can
it's
steal
at a -2.
Yeah, you can steal a trip or a bit from Ambrosius. You're helping other people carry their weights or whatnot. Yeah, give us an athletics check.
At a -2, right?
-2, please. Yeah, for the complication. So I think what that probably reflects is you guys spent a bit of time delving through one sort of like a low valley, looking around, and Kate's quite insistent before she finally gives up and like, fuck no, this is not the right place. We'll carry on. Ambrosius, what are you thinking?
Next in my line of narrative pitches, what if I'm looking for like a bit of scrap on the ground, some signs of so I'm thinking repair. Is there any any logic to that?
No, if you're looking for it, that's probably a notice, and I don't think anyone else made notice checks.
Okay,
this
haven't
pass.
made a notice.
No, so you're free to make a notice check if you like.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. Let's see here.
Oh, that's a critical.
Okay. I think. Let's see here.
Trouble.
Yeah. Well, fun as well.
Of course.
All right. So, fumbling during a dramatic task. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. So I think what I'm going to do is, why don't you give us a agility check, please?
Mm-hmm.
Or an agility check. Come on, you need a 4 higher. All right. So, I think like in maybe as you're traveling through that valley, you've been keeping your eye out, and you think you see something. You're like, hey, and you make your way over, and you find that then the ground suddenly gives way beneath you, collapses, and like it is maybe a ruin, or it may just be some of the hollowed out interior of Starfalls. Nothing of value that you find, but you very nearly injure yourself falling down into this thing.
Yeah, here it is. In my last syllable, and
exactly,
and then get a handle. Get a hand and pull myself back up.
Yeah. All right, so hold on. Let's. Here we go. Wood. Let's see here. Why don't Mo give us a percentile roll, please, will you?
All right.
96. Okay. Love it. Okay. I need a book that may not be here. Hold on. Nope. I did bring the whole stack. Good. All right. So, you guys are making camp. And I'm assuming everyone is like a good bunch of seasoned adventurers. You guys have agreed to have different people take different times during watch.
Of course.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you guys
might make sense for me to be late at night because I can see in the dark.
I think everyone can actually see in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you guys.
Right.
Yeah. All you guys have dark vision to one degree or another. All right, let's go back to the.
Actually, I think all the PCs do. Mare and the Orc does too. It's crazy.
There's a couple people like there's some humans in the bigger group of the adventurers, but yeah, for the guys who've been playing thus far, everyone's got the what do you call it? Stuff. All right, so I'm bringing you guys over to once again the Numerian Plains. Let's do this. Let's have everyone make a. Let's have everyone make a notice check, and whoever rolls highest, you're gonna be the one who's on watch when whatever is going to happen happens.
Okay.
Nice tie between Kate
At 8.
and Clockwork. Although Clockwork did roll a 1 on one of them, so maybe I'll say Kate's the one who's up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
so Kate, you can picture that you're out on the Numerian plains. It's a cool and damp evening. It's got that. This is your maybe 4th day, I guess, out among the plains. How's Kate feeling, having grown up with always a ceiling over her head? Having yet another night camping out underneath all these stars.
I mean, she's maybe slightly agoraphobic, but getting used to it.
Okay. And, she's maybe studying this beautiful new Numerian sword that she, has come across. But because you got a raise on your roll, I think there is one of the things that you have the benefit of having not grown up out here is when you do hear things, when you hear unusual things at night, that sound clearly unnatural. It's easier for you to sort of pick it up than it is for the for some others. And what you hear is this weird whirring sound, kind of sound off in the from outside of the length of your campfire. You can picture that the lands stretch out in every direction. You're contemplating what the next day will bring, and I think it's only scattered clouds, so you can still see quite clearly out. But at a distance of, let's see here, you rolled really well, so I think I'm going to put them at a distance of about. You know what we can do, guys? To get us, we could try using a battle man, if you like.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'll just duplicate. Let's see here. Let's duplicate this one here. Ignore everything. I'll use a thing here. Because one of the things that, the Savage Worlds at its core was a built from a miniatures battle game.
Hence the inches.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, let's do this here. I put a grid down here, guys, and I will set the grid to measure. So I can't do it in yards for some reason, but I can do it in meters. You can treat it as exactly the same thing. I know that the pedantics out there may say that it's not quite equal. A yard's not quite equal to a meter, but it's going to be close enough for our purposes.
Yep.
Okay. And because you guys have a what do you call it? Because you guys have all of dark vision, I'm not going to bother putting a what do you call it? Put dynamic lighting down for this one because you can all see. Even though technically your dark vision may be spoiled by the campfire. There we go. Quickly adjust this. There we are. Beautiful. All right, and put you guys down here. Make sure everyone's got sight. Okay. Actually, because I've got no dynamic lighting, I don't think you guys should have any difficulty sleeping or seeing. Go. All right. So you spy off to the, let's say to the west a little bit. Kate, let me bring you over here. Here, guys. Tell me if you have difficulty seeing or anything.
Yep, I can see things.
Excellent. Okay, and let's see here. I think I can even put a campfire down for you.
Nice. No expense spared.
Heck no. There you go. There's your campfire, guys.
Nice.
Then what you see off to the west, and I'll put it just at the edge, and we'll see what happens here, is a strange, something you've never seen, but you've maybe heard about Kate. And it looks like this.
Oh.
The humming seems to be coming from the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me place this sucker for you. Okay, let's see here. Where is it? Yes. All right. And it's pretty large as well, too. All right, so that is, you can see it, it's over to your, to the west there, Kate. And then, guys, Kate, what do you, let's actually do this. Let's just draw cards.
Okay.
Let's start thinking. So this is for Kate. 2. Fucking hell. And then you guys are sleeping right now, so I'm just going to draw for them, for everyone who's awake this round. All right. So the robot seems to be up first. It is going to, seeing you, that little strange box that makes up its head, seems to turn in your direction. Turn this down. And turn this up. All right. It looks at you. It's 4 humming things sort of lean in your direction. It begins moving. I'm just checking to see. It's going to run. Or the effect, the equivalent thereof. I get another 2 out of that, so I can move 8. Let me turn that down to scooch. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's beginning to charge in your direction, Kate. Kate, what would you like to do?
So it looks hostile, I guess.
Most definitely, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna wake people up, or yell to wake people up.
Okay. Get up! Why don't both...
And I can move, right?
Yes, you can move. Yep, absolutely. So what you can do, if you're moving, it's just your pace in squares. If you want to run, then you roll, I think, roll your running dice. I think it's D4 for dwarves.
And there's a button. Oh, maybe it's not the right button then.
Yeah, there's a run button that's on there, if that's what you're thinking
pace.
of.
The pace.
That's the one, yep.
Yeah, there's a pace button, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just going to move normally.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself.
Prime.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try to, tap Ambrosius as I go by.
Okay. Wake up!
I'm not going to cast protection on me.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead. Let's see here.
If I click on it.
If you click on it, yep, it'll roll for you.
Okay.
And it'll also display all the rules for you.
Oh, man.
You want to spend a penny?
I don't have any. So do I lose a
Did I forget
point?
to give you a Benny when you guys got back from break?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got a Benny if you want to spend it.
Yeah, I'll
Did everybody gets a Benny?
Huh?
Then? Okay.
Yep. There you go. All right, so you got +2 to your armor. What is your protection spell look like?
Mine's still is wreathed in flames,
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Then it is next round. So let's do this. We're going to trade it just like shaken. So why don't both Ambrosius, you guys will start being shaken.
Okay.
And then we'll just have you roll to unshake to figure out, like, what the fuck's going on here. So let me draw cards for you guys. Here we go. Kate, you're getting an 8. Kate gets 8. Queen for Ambrosius. A 10. Remember, you only get to unshake on your turn, guys.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. And then a 10. Oh, it looks like you knew that. Sean, you're a fucking psychic. He's a witch! Burn him!
I'm way ahead of you. Way ahead of you.
Anybody spending bennies to get new action cards? Nope.
No.
Okay. Ambrosius, you're up first. What are you doing?
I am. Let's see here. I am going to. Ambrosius, snaps awake, little drool on the side, sort of eyes wide, going wild a little bit, trying to catch up with quickly developing matters.
Yeah, yep.
And just in time to see Kate kind of skip over his feet on the move. And surprisingly quick thinking. Ambrosius ascertains a situation and quickly tries to whip a cast towards Kate for increase boost trait.
Oh, what trait you want to boost?
That is a good question. I have seen Kate operate a fair amount. I think her
two ones that may I suggest is if
please.
Three possibilities. One of them is spell casting because she does use spells. Another one is fighting, and another one would be strength.
I'm going to go... I think, he's barely awake, so I'm not going to give him too much credit here, and I think he's just going to go for fighting as she charges into the fray.
The nice thing with fighting, too, is that will have a spill-on effect to her parry.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because your parry is half your fighting dice +2, plus whatever other modifiers you got.
Okay.
All right, so then, Ambrosius, why don't you go ahead and give us a faith check?
Okay. Ooh, how about that?
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Fumble!
So, he's just waking up. It makes perfect sense. He casts it on the fire or on the bad guy. I don't know.
No, there's actually a specific...
yeah.
Well, you forgot which god you're calling on.
Seriously.
Yeah, I think that in the panic to do it, I think that you get a level of fatigue, but let me double check here.
Yeah. Makes sense that there would be something specific.
Yeah, level of fatigue and all currently active powers instantly terminate.
Okay.
So you try and call out, and it's just something is going wrong here. And here's the upside: is that if you do fail to cast, it only costs you 1 power point, not the full cost of the spell.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. All right. So that was Ambrosius. Next up is Clockwork. Are you doing Clockwork? Try and unshake here first.
Unshake, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, easily.
Ooh.
Yep.
He's going to try and sneak off around to the sides of that little sort of ridge.
Okay.
And then maybe try and ambush it from behind when it comes closer. So he's going to sort of go to...
I think... So let me check. I think prone...
My speed.
Yeah, because you're...
Post 5.
Right. But you're prone right now. You're sleeping. You just woke up.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to see how much standing from prone takes of your movement. Movement, here we go. Running.
So each pace is 2 meters, isn't
standing is a free action, but reduces your total pace by 2.
So it's pace 3. So that's... Is it 2 meters per pace?
Pace is 2 meters per... Yeah. So if your pace is
So 6.
Yep.
So...
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's trying to sneak off round the side.
Sure.
Do you want me to make the stealth roll now to see if he can see me?
Yeah.
Or when it moves?
Yeah, like you sort of need to have some kind of concealment, I think, in order
to
to
hide behind that ridge.
The way I read that ridge is that you guys are at the top of it.
Oh, I see. So it's down. Okay.
You know what? Here, do this. Give us a. I'll make a notice check for the robot. You just take -2 to your stealth check, please. Let's see here. So notice, go. All right, you need to be at a 4. You want to spend a penny to re-roll?
No, because effectively I'm just
Sure.
trying to sneak, and I don't know. And I'll save the penny for the fight.
All right. So then Spades is up, or 8 is up next, and Spades comes before Hearts. Kate, what are you doing?
Right. Okay. Kate is going to stand her ground, and she's going to cast another spell.
Okay.
And I think I should look to see how far these things can go. Smarts ×2. Okay. How smart is she?
Smarts dice is what, a 6, I think, for you? 6 or an 8?
Smarts is an 8.
8, very nice. So that is 32 meters.
Okay. Yep. So she's gonna cast a bolt against that creature.
Very cool. Okay.
Nice.
And I guess for another PowerPoint, right? For another PowerPoint, I can change the effects. I guess.
Yep. The trappings. Yeah.
All right. She's gonna change the trapping to like electricity.
Nice. So a lightning bolt
like
is
a
going to
bolt
go.
of lightning. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So all right. So that sword in one hand should be.
Okay. So do I attack? Is it attack? No, I need to cast it. And then, or
just click on bolt.
Okay. Click on bolt.
Yep.
Okay. Let me switch back to the. I'm on the. I don't know why I'm on this screen.
Okay.
Right. I'm getting there.
Yeah, that's okay. And all the time.
I know why. I was about to edit because. Okay. Cool.
Success. Yeah. So. All right.
Okay.
So that'll cost you what? 3, I think, PowerPoints in total.
Is it 3?
Is bolt 1 or bolt 2 at a base cost? Bolt.
I don't know. It doesn't tell me.
Bolt is 1.
I don't know why.
Base cost of 1.
So it costs 2. Okay.
Yeah, so it costs you 2.
Cost me 2.
All right, so go ahead and roll damage.
I roll damage.
Because this is electricity, I'm going to give it plus...
Oh!
Holy shit! I'm going to say plus 4 because it's vulnerable to it, so that's 25. I'm going to have to spend a Benny to try and soak in order for this thing to last one more round. All right, so that's 24.
Maybe there's still static electricity in the air, so the trappings
Yeah.
garners all the static electricity from the rainstorms that have been happening.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. That
Ancient
is
power is this thing.
13. So then it is.
It's more of a, instead of a one-handed bolt, it's a two-handed. Have it in.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so then I need to make a vigor check for this thing. It's not a wild card. So let's see here. I got 2 raises, so yeah, you have got 1 wound on it already.
That's good.
Yeah, so it is shaken as well too. So as this thing hits, it just plays through all of it. There's sparks coming out of every and it's jerking around. Incredible! Wow. Then it is its turn. Let's see if it can unshake. It is unshaken, but it is wounded. So then what it does is you hear a kind of a as something opens up underneath, and it is going to fire at each of you guys. So I take a -4 to my shooting here.
Multi-action.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So
in Savage World, can you take as many actions as you want?
max 3. Max 3. Yep, you can never take more than 3.
Okay.
Like one of the upsides to carrying, if you've got ambidextrous and you've got 2-weapon fighting, you can attack with offhand weapon with no penalties as a multi-action. Yeah, it's pretty great. All right. So all 3 of them miss. And they have sort of like a bluish quality in her, like a little globe that goes past you guys. All right, that is the end of the turn. Next up is drawing cards. Kate, 9. Ambrosius, 6. Clockwork, 10. Robot, a 3. I'll spend a Benny to redraw. Ace of clubs.
Whoa.
What do you guys think?
Staying pat.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm out of can anyway.
So it is going to... What was that, Mo?
No, I'm staying pat.
Okay. So it sort of stabilizes, stays still, and then it's going to fire 1 at Kate. At that... you know what? No, fuck it. It'll do the same thing. 1 at each of you guys.
Okay.
Let's go big or go home here.
Yeah.
All right. I hit Ambrosius. So what I need from you is a vigor check at -2, please.
Ooh.
All right. Trouble.
Oh. You can. Because of fatigue. Do you want to spend a Benny to reroll?
Let's see. I've got a D8 in this, so I've got a fair chance still. I'm going to go ahead and spend one.
Okay, so it's -2. Go ahead.
Okay. -2.
You're doubly fatigued. Wow, I didn't know.
Come on.
4.
Success. All right, so you can feel, as this thing hits you, you can feel all of your limbs are locking up. And but you manage to shake through it and disperse some of it. Maybe it's your nanite building, or maybe it's your what do you call it? Just your faith in your goddess. But you managed to shake it off. But yeah, if you had failed that, you would have been completely incapacitated. Stunned.
I yell out, "Beware the bolts!"
Yeah. Then next up is Clockwork. What are you doing?
I'm going to pull a shuriken out from my belt and throw it at the thing.
Okay. So
I haven't actually used these before. So,
sure. Range is about 15 meters.
15.
Put you at medium range? Or is that long range?
3, 6, 12. Oh, it's long range, isn't it?
No, out of range.
Oh, right.
No, hold on. No. 12 is...
Can I delay?
Hold on. 12 is not how many squares it is. It'll be double that. So it'll be 24.
So 24.
24 meters is how far away. So that's that is at long range for you then, I think. So that'd be
Can I move to get
-4.
closer?
Yeah, you can still
action
move.
for me.
Yeah. Move your full pace.
All right, yeah. Hang on, let's do that and then close the range. So
Sure.
10, 15. So it'll go to about there.
Okay.
Which should take it to medium range, I think.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. So -2 to your
6.
attack.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Click on your shuriken. Oh. Let's see here. Nice. Hit with a raise.
-2
There
worked.
you go.
Oh, yeah, -2 did get in. Yeah, there's a -2 in there. I just got
There is. Yeah.
0 minus. Yeah.
Yep.
Bit of a
All right,
keyboard
so-
fumble. Yeah, so
Yep,
that's
that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And that's hit with a raise as well, too. 8. It hits the metallic side and does nothing. Okay. Then it is Kate Firemain.
Okay. Does this ridge provide like cover, maybe?
If you crouched, I don't really think so. You could maybe crouch down against the side of it and get a little bit of cover from it.
Okay. One, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 5. Okay, so she's gonna move closer to it.
Is your pace is a 5, right?
5, yeah.
Remember, that's 10 squares.
That's 10 squares?
Yeah, 5. Like each inch represents 2 yards in Savage World. So, yeah. So you can move more if you like.
Yeah, I guess the idea is to try to engage it.
Sure.
But she's gonna move and do a bolt again.
So here's what you could do: is you could roll your, if you want to run, you take -2 to all your actions. It doesn't cost you an action. It takes, but it also would allow you to roll a dice and basically double a d4, double that. That's how many squares you can move.
There you go.
She doesn't want to engage in it yet.
Okay.
Engage it yet. So.
All right. Then it is Ambrosius' turn.
Well, I'm gonna bolt, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
So the same thing. So a 2-point bolt again.
You got it. Lightning plays up and down your arms, and yep, you got a raise on it, so it's actually going to do 3d6 damage. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so bolt. Let's roll damage.
Come on. Oh,
10.
that's 14 in total. So that is not quite enough. It is shaken again. Really doesn't like you. Okay. Then it is. Let's see here. Ambrosius.
So I think Ambrosius, I think was trying to wake up, miscast, tried to get up, blue bolt goes overhead, back to the ground. So he's just a scramble. Finally gets to his feet and goes running over to join Clockwork.
Okay. So as an act, remember you can. It's your pace reduced by 2. That's how much you can move because you're getting up from prone.
Okay, got it. Let's see here. So that'd be 4, but it's
eight
double
squares.
that. So it's 8, right?
Yeah, 8
so
squares. I think that's probably good enough.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Goes there and then reaches out and tries to is going to cast. I think anticipating. So Firemane seems to be in full charge, doesn't she?
Looks
right?
like, yeah.
She's moving tactically forward. She's not charging.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Tossing lightning bolts as she goes.
Ambrosius is going to anticipate that Kate's going to close the distance and is going to try to cast protection on.
She has protection on her. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
so you can't.
stacks.
It'll just be if he gets a raise, it would supersede, so it would give you a plus 4 instead of plus 2.
You see, if she has like a nimbus of fire on her. So
Okay, so instead he's going to try to cast boost trait on her then.
Okay. And that's fighting again.
Fighting.
Okay. So go ahead. Let's see if this prayer is
works this time.
You also look like you're still shaking. You can.
Well, I'm fatigued still, right?
Right, you're fatigued but not shaken though.
Oh, got it. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's success. So
Nice.
your fighting is increased by 1.
1 dice.
Yep. The blessing of Bry is upon you. All right, guys. Then let's draw some cards. Kate, Joe or Jack of Hearts, nice.
Almost the Joker.
Ambrosius, 5 and 5. And then, boom, 6. I'll spend my last Benny here. 10. Anyone else want to spend Bennies?
Standing pat.
Nope. Okay. Then first up is Kate. Kate Firemane, what are you doing?
So if I cast, that's a multi-action, right? I cast smite and then move it close into attack.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Nice. Okay. So go ahead and give us a spellcasting roll at -2.
Okay.
Come on. You just click on smite at -2 as well, too.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Okay. But you can still, that just means that smite didn't go off. You can still move and attack if you like.
Okay. I think I have to do that. Do I have to? Oh, I can't run though, right? Oh no, you're right.
Yeah.
You said I moved 10.
Yeah. Yeah, you move 10, so you can easily get in there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you go running up to this thing. Go ahead and
Attacking
make
it.
attack at minus. Oh, and it's what did I close it? It's parry is a 6.
Okay. I'm gonna wild attack.
Nice.
I trust the protection and the,
So that'll offset your penalty from multi-action. Go ahead, just make your regular attack.
Okay.
Come on, with the increase. Oh my God.
My!
Incredible hit. Go ahead and roll damage with a raise. And it's AP 3, which is helpful against these things.
Oh man, the 8's like okay.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage. And get the raise, extra damage on this.
And that's an extra 2 damage, right? 'Cause
Yep.
I'm wild attacking.
Yep.
15.
15 damage, but it's AP 3.
Yeah.
So that brings it down.
Let's try this new sword.
And you got a 15. What does it look like as you destroy this robot?
I don't know. I don't know what the head would be, but whatever looks like the head, I just aim for that.
The head is at that
Maybe the
box
weapons array
right in the middle there
box.
with a little
Like
sensor unit.
It splits the box, and then there's probably like a slight charge of electricity through me.
Okay. Incredible. So
Step back.
with that thing dropping down,
I give Ambrosius a thumbs up because that fighting dice helped.
And Ambrosia gives
it definitely helped because I double proc on the fighting 8.
Nice. Nice.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Ambrosia
I
gives a
rolled an
toothy grin back.
incredible.
Man, I rolled. Dang, that was nasty.
So with that down, that means the evening's excitement is over. Now, this is a scrapped robot here.
So we can try to recover scrap.
I think
It's
that's
not
a
too damaged?
distinct possibility, yeah. So I think there's at least two of you guys who have both, what do you call it, academics and repair.
So I'll try to aid Ambrosius since he's like the scholar.
Sure. So go in and roll the lower of the two for you.
Okay.
Ambrosius goes over with a ooh. It's poking around.
Oh, raise. You get +2 to your roll, Ambrosius.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
All right.
So lower of the two for you, +2.
+2. Okay. 6.
6. What's the miss modifier of -2? Oh, it's +2, not -2. Okay. All right, so give us a 2d6 roll, please.
Okay.
I'll put this in the party loot.
6.
All right, so you're going to be able to recover 60 silver discs, so 60 GP worth of scrap from here that you'd probably be able to trade for.
Nice.
For coin. Yeah.
Why is this? I don't know why it's highlighting everything. I don't know how to turn that off.
What's happening in the?
It has a blue highlight on the. So 60 silver disc, 60 gold pieces, silver discs worth of scrap.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, and you can adjust the supplies is down to a D4 right now.
Why is it D4? Okay. Got it.
Okay. All right. Other than that, guys, your evening is uneventful. So, with that excitement done and with the dawn coming, let's take a look at our map again. So,
Okay.
first thing we get to do is figure out who is filling which roles here. So let me get rid of all this stuff here. Recall all the stuff. Good to go. I'm going to reshuffle because of that Joker. We've had our combat action. All right, guys. So who is going to take the blame / credit for being the navigator today?
Yeah, I can stick with it. I still have more bennies, I think, on average.
Yeah, then everyone.
Okay.
Oh, how do I recover PowerPoints?
So you can assume you recover them. You need an hour of rest to get 5 back.
Oh, okay.
You will also
Like a short rest.
Yep. You'll also each get a Benny back, too. So, because of your rest. And then I need you to roll for your gear as well, too. So, each of you roll 2d6 for Carl, 2d6 for Mo, 2d4 for Sean. Okay. Okay, you're good for supplies, good for water, good for food. Okay, so your supplies are good for this day. So Ambrosius, you are the first up for navigating. Just give us a... Now here's another thing you could do, guys. Since navigating is the thing that is the biggest... The challenge with that one is the lack of progress. Even though you guys are untrained, if you do get a success on a support thing, I'll let you add +1 to it. I know you're not trained in it, but that's fine. You guys are all sort of fumbling your way through.
Okay, so do an untrained roll and.
It means that someone will not be keeping lookout, and it means that someone will not be scouting.
No, we'd rather. Notice and we'd rather scout and lookout, right?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll stumble around in the darkness a little bit, but we'll.
Okay.
So, get there eventually.
Go ahead, Ambrosius.
All right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure he's getting better at this.
Come on.
Hey!
Yes! Nice! Outstanding. Ma Ray would be very proud of you. Okay, so you got a success on so you're making progress this time. Now, lookout.
Oh, are you you still have like fatigue? And you have like -3 on your character, Ambrosius.
Let's see. Because I still have the fatigue. Would I have gotten that back, Kevin?
Fatigue would be gone, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know why there's a -2 is because of the untrained.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Very
so
true.
actually, you know what? Because you wouldn't have the fatigue, that means it's a raise. So that means everyone else gets a +1 to their roll.
Nice.
Unfortunately,
I know.
Clockwork fumbled. So
the bad news.
Critical failure means...
Oh, look, we're making progress. Oops.
I get to roll
Hello, Mr. Orc.
on the trouble table, complicated by a roll from if things weren't bad enough, And the plot thickens. So let's hear.
At least I got a raise on the notice, though.
Okay, so raise on the notice means you cannot be ambushed by a random encounter. So,
cool.
This is wonderful. Let me see here.
We're learning it's very dangerous out here.
Indeed.
No, it's not empty.
Well, what a difference having the like we were talking before about like niche protection in terms of different classes. Like, it really makes the ranger's presence feel important, right? Or the druid or whatever else, or however you choose to develop a character.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Sure.
Okay, so one of the things I love about us playing Savage Worlds now is that I really get a chance to make use of all of my Savage Worlds books. Okay.
That's cool.
Okay, so if things weren't bad enough, let's hear. Mo, that was you who rolled that. Give me a D10 roll, please. A 9, eh?
Yeah. Something through from the weird World War II falls through a gateway and we're facing a Panzer IV.
Exactly. Then...
How hard is it to convert stuff, Kevin?
Very, very, very easy. Yeah, I mean, so much of it is, even from Encounter, or from the Explorer Edition. Explorer Edition, you just need to remember that there's 5 common skills that everyone gets to start with, and they consolidate a couple things. So, like, there's no climb, there's no throwing, it's just athletics. Yeah. Otherwise, nothing... There's such a...
what about from other sources? Yeah, and I noticed, like, from Explorer to Adventure Edition, it's like, basically they took all the knowledge skills and defined, they got rid of that, and then all these skills that are redundant, they consolidated them,
Yeah,
like athletics, right? So
there's a couple small, like, it's not so substantive that it requires, and like tests are more streamlined, chases are changed, but it's nothing that. Oh shit.
We run.
Yeah, you actually. This is very interesting. And then, would you give me, Sean? Give me a D8 roll, please.
Okay.
Okay. 5. Oh, this is why I love Savage Worlds. Oh my gosh. All right, so guys.
Is there any good news?
We're not ambushed.
Potentially.
There you go.
So here's what happens, guys, is that as you guys are making your way, you are successfully making your way at first. And what you can see on the horizon is this blackened cloud, what you think is a thunder cloud going. And so you're thinking like, oh shit, great, more bad weather coming in. That's terrific. And then you find that there is a bit of a dust cloud coming towards you guys. And unfortunately, Clockwork is not, for whatever reason, maybe you're just distracted by the oncoming storm and or keeping an eye out for Numerian tech or something like that. You guys they come into like visible distance away, and there is a group of about maybe 25 to 30 Kelid tribesfolk. Some on horseback and like doubled up and whatnot, because the black horses are the ones around here, and some on foot. And the Kelid tribesmen out here sometimes can be friendly, sometimes can be hostile. However, you realize that the oncoming clouds that are coming in are even seem to be trying to overtake them as well. Everyone can make a common knowledge check.
Okay. Might not go.
Clockwork, you for sure know. I think this is This is one of the more terrifying things you've thought of. You, like Kate, you guys may actually have a fair amount in common, having spent a lot of time, underground and comfortable in holes and things like that. One of the things that maybe one of your uncles, right, told you about, and his name may be we never given your we'll call him Whisker Singe. And the reason that he has that name is because he was caught in something that you used to maybe have nightmares about as a child. Stuck in the wide open with nowhere to go and nowhere to hide, with a prairie fire racing towards you. So you guys can see from horizon to horizon, there is now a glowing line of this oncoming fire. No doubt, maybe it was the thunder strikes or the lightning strikes from the thunderstorm that passed a couple days earlier. But there is a thunderstorm. There is a prairie fire, a wildfire that seems to engulf the entire horizon, coming towards you. And also riding is this group of Kelid tribesfolk, no doubt trying to escape this. So, what do you guys wish to do?
Ambrosius is thinking to himself, he's going to call on his deity for the location of a cave.
Can't.
You can't.
No, that's just that's overreaching too much. Oh wait, hold on. You're trying to make use of your ability, right?
Yes.
Sorry, no, that's an excellent use of existing abilities. Yeah.
Okay, so locate, and I'm thinking of cave, some kind of cover. Or anything.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to decide if there's a modifier. I think I'll give you a -1 to it, just because it is a open plains.
It's in a rush too. I mean.
Yeah. So go ahead and give us a faith roll.
Okay. -1, right?
-1, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, let's see here. Oh.
I'm gonna spend a Benny.
Can Benny, please do. Yeah. And I think that what.
Oh wait, and I've got Elan. I've forgotten about that the whole session.
But here's the thing that with what the reason that this was so terrifying to Clockwork for when he was a child, hiding in the hole, it could suffocate you from in there as it burns all the oxygen around.
So with Elan, I get +2.
So as a success. So if you concentrate and issue your prayer, you know where the direction towards a cave would be. So as these guys they're charging sort of towards you, you can as an example, guys, they may know more about the region here, and someone may actually have some training in survival.
Yeah.
So what you're needing to do is either you can try and make your way to that cave and reach there before the fire reaches you. A survival check will tell you how you can just make your way around the flames. Like predict where they're going and make your way around. Failure means that you have been surrounded and you must make your way and deal with the fire and heat hazards. So
maybe the best idea is to see where they're going, since they might know where to go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you say as these things are? You guys are all sort of shouting at each other. These things are charging along basically directly at you. What are you thinking?
Do we just follow them, or
you won't be able to keep up with them if they don't stop? They're mostly on horseback and kind of jogging.
I was probably shoot. Maybe I should have hold up some silver disc and go, "Take us with you."
Okay. So I mean, what you could try then is if I guess it would be a persuade. Is that what it's called?
Persuasion.
Yeah. And you can get. I'll give you +1 if you're offering up gold.
Yeah. Hey.
Nice.
All right.
So one of us has kind of like rides to a stop, and again, like the Kelid tribesmen, they all sort of I thought I showed an image of one of these last time here.
I mean, it might not be a bad thing to hook up with these guys if they're friendly. And I can maybe learn about this sword since I'm an academic as well.
Yeah, here we go. So this is, again, like dark hair, dark eyes. And I think, Ambrosius, your experience with the Bloodgars before maybe makes you a little... It may make you a little leery of these guys. These are from a different tribe. So one of the young guys kind of rides up beside you and it says, if that way leads to death, you'll need to make your way around. Or hope you don't burn.
Well, they're riding horses, right? So.
Yep.
Well, pay for spare horses to get us out of here if there are any spare horses.
He looks around and says, we have no spares, but...
Can we hitch a ride?
50 gold, 50 silver discs.
I think our lives are... Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Remind me, Kevin, what did I get from my spell, my locate? What was it?
So you have a location of a cave. It's just what Clockwork has told you is that, like, what Cinder Whisker told you is that those who tried to hide in a burrow, they suffocated. Because as a fire rages all around you.
Gotcha.
Whether that's true or not is a different thing, and a cave is a different thing from maybe a little burrow that Cinder Whisker or that Clockwork's uncle told you about. So
maybe in the midst of this interaction, Ambrosius will yell out, "We know of a cave!"
Okay. So what you guys can choose to do is put your hands in the put your fate in the hands of the Kelid tribesmen. What that would be is the way I'll basically treat them all as one unit. So you'll be rolling, they have a survival of D8, that's their best survival, and they'll also get to roll a wild die, a D6. On the roll, so it'll be a D8 plus a D6, you need to make a survival check, and then they can successfully navigate you around. Alternatively, you can try and find that cave. That'll be a notice check by Ambrosius. So what do you guys think?
I'm digging out 50 silver discs to give them. I'm going with these guys.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's what you can do? Okay.
Yep.
So then, who would like to make the roll for the... So you guys are all pulled up onto the mounts. Some of you are... Clockwork is obviously much smaller, so you're easily able to hop up. Yep. And then you guys, all three of the young members of the tribe go riding up and join the main, force. And who would like to make the roll? It's a D, or what you can do is split it up. Someone roll a D8, someone roll a D6.
I can just also roll my spell casting as a D8. So,
okay.
It's the same.
Yep.
I'll roll for the first one.
For a D8, okay.
So I'll roll my spell casting, which is a D8, and then I'll give the wild dice. So.
Yep. Okay, so let's see here.
No modifier, right?
No modifier, yeah. Okay. Success. So roll that D, because you may get a raise. Who wants to roll a D6 for us?
Go ahead, Mo.
Ooh. So, it is a narrow...
Can I spend a penny on that?
Yes. Oh, no, you can't. Not on the wild die. It's an extra.
Ah, sorry, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll let you spend a penny on that. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's not like Astonishing Fortune.
Oh,
roll again, Mo. Roll again. You get a raise out of it. All right.
That was worth it.
Well, so I think what happens, guys, is we sort of cut and see you guys racing along, the prairie fire chasing up behind you guys. You're actually able to offer some really good advice on this, and maybe either for how to navigate, how to get around this thing, and maybe there's some minor use of your spells. What do you guys think you've done to sort of to leave such a good impression on this group?
Probably, fast acting. All of a sudden we run up to them and Kate does some quick negotiations. Money is thrown at them and we hop on and probably, maybe Ambrosius is screaming, Bry's instructions to the cave, which is being ignored. And I don't know. We have a lot going on. You know, we're
yeah, we could act as on the back. We could act as spotters for them too. You know, and look back and say, no, it's going this way. It's going that way, right?
Yeah. So here's the thing, and maybe like Kate just.
And I do introduce. I go, Kate Firemain. We're from Torch.
Okay, they say so. Well met. Let's hope that we can enjoy enjoy our dinner tonight. And here's the thing: with because of that incredible navigation, you guys aren't even having to make. Normally, when you're exposed to it, even on a successful one, you got to deal with the smoke. You guys managed to, or your newfound friends of from the Black Horses lead you north of it for about 20 miles, and you're not even exposed to, apart from the smell. There's no choking, of the prairie fires, and that means that evening. You guys are able to... we still don't even know what's happening. I got to draw an event here, too. Let's see, is anything else going to happen today? No. Okay. You guys are able to enjoy the welcoming company of a number of the Black Horses. So this camp, there's about, like I said, about 25 to 30 of them. As we set down in the evening, there's a couple things that are going to happen. For one... you guys are not going to have to roll for any supplies because they will, because of your extra help for this, you're going to, they're going to supply that because you guys paid for their assistance. I will also let you guys take advantage of networking tonight. So if you want to try and get some information from them, we'll do that at the start of next session. And, let's see here. Someone may have recognized someone in your group as well, too. So, with that, guys, we will bring Session 2 on the road to Iron Gods to an end. Nice. Everyone will get an advancement.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool. So I definitely have plans to ask them about the sword, if I'm sure they comment on it. Right.
Yeah.
Prominent.
So what we'll do is we'll start next session off with you guys having, we'll do a little bit of networking with the Kellas and the Black, and you may actually make allies of, some friends of these people as well. So, great. All right. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 2 of the Road to Iron Gods. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. I'm finally caught up on all my responses, so please feel free to write down there. In addition, you can find a link to the Dungeon Musings Discord server. We've got a channel dedicated to Savage Worlds on there, so you can feel free to ask any questions about these characters, the rules, and so forth. No, nice. Of course you will. In addition, there are... you can find me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, and you can find me by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also find a link in the description of the video to the to the Heroes Save Villages campaign. That is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. It benefits SOS Children's Villages International, a really great organization active in over 130 countries that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. Every $25 Canadian that you donate between now and time of recording and August 1st, 2021 gives you one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other great prizes we have in our next charity raffle. The grand prize is a copy of Curse of Strahd Legendary Edition Legendary Edition Curse of Strahd from our good friends at Beetle and Grimm. The second prize is a copy of their brand new the Shadowy Silver Edition of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. So there is that's going to be coming out very soon, actually. And that will be the second prize. Third prize and other prizes are going to include other great stuff, including a chainmail dice bag made by our resident armorsmith, Dave, including a couple of Dungeon Crawl Classics games donated by our buddy George, and also a bunch of stuff from the Dungeon Musings Redbubble shop. So lots of great prizes, lots of great opportunities to win some stuff. You also get a chance to vote on the games that we are playing for our next charity session. And you get to spend the money that you donated to help outfit our heroes for that charity session the week before the session. So voting's going on right now over at the Dungeon Musings Discord server on the Charity Initiatives tab. That right now the 4 games are Star Trek Adventures, Mongoose Traveler, Star Wars Saga Edition, and what was the other one? Aliens. Or Alien, the role-playing game, the Fantasy Flight, the Free League one. So, yeah, if you've donated since April 1st, be sure to go over and vote, and keep an eye out there for when you can spend your money to outfit our heroes for that adventure. Last thing I'm going to say is a huge thank you to our Iron Gods heroes. So, Carl, Mo, and Sean, thank you so much for joining me today on the road to Iron Gods. Congratulations on making your first find of some loot and downing your first robot and outrunning your first prairie fire. So, great job, guys. So for those listening at home, once again, thank you so much for joining us. If you're joining us during the current crisis, we hope this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We hope that we gave you a couple of hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that beset our Iron Gods heroes in the land of falling stars. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.